This third time is just because this fucking shit rips, man. Oh my god, I slapped so hard. This is literally uploaded, not yesterday, on the 26th, and today is the 28th. And I was looking up the regular remix, and I'd seen that this person, I don't know why I haven't put that on screen yet, but I'd seen that the person, they'd basically done like almost every other one except this one. They'd even done the second cornered theme that Edgeworth has. I assume they prefer it slightly. And I was like, alright, that's fine. And then they uploaded it, and I was like, yes! And it's great. Freaking awesome shit. And it's also a good use of filling time while I wait for Dempy. He's just a tiny bit late. But no, legit, I just want to show it off. I'm probably gonna link the actual like video in the fucking YouTube clip. I mean, for this, it's just, you know, but it's by Game Metal, who do like all sorts of freaking metal music of games. I know it's hard to put that one together, isn't it? Fucking whoa. Genuinely reply to something. My bad. Isn't that always the way? It's like, oh, well, I mean, nothing's going on. Hold on, I need to focus on this. I'll tell my story in a second. Yes! Ah! If you want the stuff, YouTube people, just skip past this bit. I'm just having a bit of a moment. Once it's passed, no worries. Alright. What I was gonna say was that alright. Stay like that. God, I forgot how long this goes on. There we go. What I was gonna say was, it was always that way when you start something and then it's like, oh no, everyone wants to message you suddenly, and it's like, god fucking damn it, no one wanted to message me for like an hour before this when I was setting up. Another thing that happened is I was sending Debbie before the stream a bunch of Lang pictures, and you can imagine how that went. So yeah, I think I got this paused. Hold on, click. I will do a little recap because it's been 2 weeks, and this is the same case as like the last 2 episodes. So basically, there were 2 murders in the Barrelese and Alabastine embassies, and there's some fireplaces that they used to escape. We don't know that yet, but I'm 100% on it. Kay nearly got framed, but Shinar didn't succeed in that. We think Shinar is Callisto Yu because, well, there's signs. We had to talk to Larry for way too long, which sucked butt. But no, we found out that the statues were the wrong way around, even though, you know. Here I go. Yes, good. I'm the only one on screen right now, so I don't need to think about the voices that aren't mine. I've left the Damask 2 investigation to Francisco. Return to Babal. Okay, that's probably good, so I can use my words. I suppose my first order of business should be to look into the Babal statue. Oh, I don't have a K voice. I'm not K. I was talking to Dempy the other day. I'm going to continue. I'm just going to make this point about how I really changed my mind on Kay. At first, I was like, she's kind of annoying, but she's also just where Maya is like kind of nice and sweet. Kay's just rude and boisterous, and I kind of love it. Mr. Edgeworth! There we go. That's my attempt. Oh, cool. These guys. So, Kay, what's the situation? Oh, it's great! Investigating is so much fun! Oh. Hey, Yomusuke. Yes, you, what you missed is us completely changing our minds on K, pretty much, and, just as falling more deeply in love with Lang. What was I saying? I don't remember. It's all up on YouTube. I can't do a K voice. Debbie's not here yet. Crikey. In other words, they've made absolutely no progress. We weren't goofing off, honest, sure. Oh, that's an unfortunate coincidence. I put them all up on YouTube. I think it links them in my chat if you wanna see us react to the what's it? Oh, okay. If you want to see us react to this now, I guess, and also the past case, and us basically make a bunch of Von Karma jokes. And also insinuate that Francisca had a crush on Callista Yu, which was the best fucking thing. Good bit. We've been investigating our hearts out. I'm trying my best to stall for Debbie because I don't have a K voice. No worries about that, obviously, because you've got your own stuff going on. Very well. Then would you care to give me an update on your investigation? Yes. Yes. Oh, good. It's still not K. Oh, we really had a fun time, sir. I knew it. Zero progress. Hold on, I need to take a sip. My Edgeworth voice seems off. Or what I'm pretending is an Edgeworth voice. There we go. I knew it. Zero progress. In any case, Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir? You have permission to enter the Alabastine Embassy, is that correct? Yup. As a local detective, I'm helping out with investigations on both sides, sir. Oh, nice. She's gonna gorge herself to death with that. Fucking Ayla causing Hero's Feast. That's a bad combo. Good. In that case, I can leave these pieces of evidence with you. Why did he pause there? That seemed like the most oh, fucking... You called me this time.
What?
You called me this time. It caught me off guard.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's cool.
I was like, should I ask? Nah.
I managed to stall by
Just a second, please.
Huh? What?
I'm getting the chat open on my phone so I can.
Oh yeah. I stalled by recapping and then also
You're gonna have to recap for me because I completely forgot what we were doing.
Okay. Second recap. Basically, you remember that two people got murdered, and one killed the other, and the statues are swapped.
The flower. The statues are swapped.
Yeah. And
that was a big thing.
Francisca and Lang are in the other embassy while we deal with these two.
Oh,
I know.
No, that's right.
And I was mainly stalling because I do not have a K voice.
Well, God damn it. We traded, Lang and Francisca for the creepy molester.
Yeah, I don't know why he's here again.
Just look at him. He's so yellow.
Yes.
Bitch got jaundice for days.
Good. In that case, I can leave these pieces. I read that. Oh yeah, this weird shit.
Shirt.
It was old bags.
Oh, that's right.
They belong to the lady under the pink princess mask. A pink princess? What kind of lady was playing her, sir? The kind was also playing the role of the pink badger yesterday. Oh, I understood, sir. If I happen to run into her, I'll give them back to her. He's got like fucking tweezers.
I know. I was gonna say, do you think he got the courtesy of putting them in like a Ziploc baggie, or that he has to like handle them with his raw fingers?
I hope not.
Oh, hey, wolves.
Yeah, well, Wolf's is properly here now. She was doing D&D spell stuff. And if
I was
don't,
worried it
then
was
I guess
like
I'll
ill.
note him somewhere. Doesn't seem all that enthused to go find her, but I can't blame him.
You deal with it for me.
Oh, sure, I can affect those volume levels. Don't worry.
Trash goes to Detective Gumshoe.
Hold on. Oh, wait. There we go. I worked it out. Oh no. Yeah, I've got you turned up because it's last time. There we go.
Is that any better?
Yeah, I suppose everyone would get gloves. No, it's fine. I turned you down. Everyone would get gloves in a real investigation. Evidence that has lost their value given to Detective Gumshoe. And in the games, it's only relevant when it's relevant to a case. Isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like,
seriously.
they were wearing gloves, so no fingerprints here.
This was a left-handed glove.
It's a right-handed glove, and you use your right hand. God, if they use that one more time, because they've used it twice so far in this.
It's like a basic thing.
I don't believe I'll be needing this for. Oh, it's his autograph from Larry.
What? Are you really gonna throw that priceless piece of garbage away?
Oh, you don't describe yourself there. Yes, because that Steel Samurai was a fake! Steel Samurai's autograph scrunched up into a ball and disposed of.
And yeeted over the fence and then set on fire. Wait, what? What do you mean by fake?
It was a fake! Now then, I believe it's time for us to do a little housekeeping.
I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Yeah. Unnecessary evidence has been removed.
Fake fan.
Fucking Larry. I'm glad we don't have to deal with him.
Hey, what's up?
See.
That's part of the screen.
Oh, she's following. I didn't realize.
Hey, you're not going back to Alabasta already, right?
I need to see.
I don't remember what happened with me there.
See Lang.
Turn your ass around!
No, not yet. I still
Someone
need to gather
died.
information first.
Hey, if you can you get like Edgeworth? Oh well, it's too late. I wanted to look at the back view of his sprite.
Okay, I'll see if I can get out of this in a sec. You look like you're enjoying yourself, Detective. Well, I don't have much else to much else that I enjoy as much as a good investigation, sir. God, if I bye. If I fucking compiled all the times I flubbed my words up in these streams, it would be like
my god,
3 hours long.
Actual hours.
Just like. Well, I don't have much else. Yeah, I said that. So, what did you find out? Well,
Oh god, look at him. He's so sad.
I take it he's found nothing of any particular use as usual. See ya. Well, you want to look at the back of his sprite?
Wolfie, if you want, go ahead. Okay, wait, no, don't run though.
I can't. He will look to the left or the right.
No, I know, but like the way his coat is cut, it's like perfectly the shape of his butt.
It is. I just noticing as you said.
Do you think he gets them like starched and molded around each cheek so that even though he's wearing these like fancy court clothes, people like Lang know what they're dealing with potentially?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
I think that's the case. Boys gotta advertise.
You can if you want. We'll feed it. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I got something really interesting from Ambassador Paleo. And also,
It's a sticker!
he gave me a bag rub. I didn't like that part. Oh, and what is this something interesting? This, sir? It's a light.
Oh. Wow, that's so pretty!
Do you think it would
I'm
work
so
as a butt
childish,
plug?
I wish I was a lamp!
It's the wrong time to take a drink.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Woo!
That's a real treasure there!
Why does the flame burn green, Detective?
Natural gas! World blow!
So apparently, if you burn the special wit crystal oil that they only make in Balrog, it
gets
burns
you
a green
really
colour.
high.
Interesting. So it's a special property of the oil. I suppose this is a ploy to tourism. We don't.
Hey, Gummy! What about these silhouettes? Look, it's a bird, and this one's a bunny!
Oh my God! How are you doing that?
It's crazy!
Whoa!
Mr. Edgeworth, check it out!
He's just like fully his head in hand.
I'm not looking.
Looking at this shit. They stuck some cutouts on the outside of the lantern so it'll project images.
Oh, I really did think she was doing like shadow puppets.
Oh. They are rather pretty, aren't they? And they're definitely going to pertain to some part of the case.
By American football.
Wait, what am I doing? I was supposed to be asking for an update on the investigation. Hey, what's wrong, sir? There's something I want you to investigate for me. Do you think you can do that much? No. You got it, sir.
No. Hey, that's not fair! Where's Gummy getting to do all the fun stuff?
Because he's a police officer.
Yeah, well, he sucks!
That is irrelevant.
He just starts like, like really pathetic. You gonna cry, bitch? You gonna cry harder when I kick you in the shin? Ha
Well, that's because I'm Mr. Edgeworth's partner. No, that belongs to... Right.
I can't believe you took advantage of the confusion and stole my role as assistant! I'll kill you!
Can you just imagine it's like because her mouth is behind her scarf.
What?
Her mouth is behind her scarf, so it just doesn't stop. It just keeps going down.
Yeah, she lowers it and it's like unhinged, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, yeah. She looks like
I can eat so many Swiss rolls this way.
She looks like a Nidoran.
Ah!
I expect the two of you to get along and work together like professionals on this. I've got my lantern now. See?
Ugh, it just turns into amnesia. That would be upsetting. But amnesia would be a lot more fun if Kay was at your side.
So you're back now, are you, Mr. Edgeworth? This is my 8th voice!
You must be tired and tense.
Here, let me help you with that.
You can eat these whenever you'd like, and it's just like a little pile of rubies.
Oh my god. And these are... I believe I can't disclose that information. Discount tickets for our cafeteria.
It's like the Princess Bride, where after he swaps the glasses, he's like, "Why? Why are you laughing?" And he goes, "Oh, don't worry, I'll tell you later." After switching the poison cups.
Never seen
Have you seen the Princess Bride?
No. I know about it. I know about it.
Well, you should watch it. It's amazing.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
Sorry for what?
Lang, you're not in this
Well,
scene.
Daddy taught us to be proud of her.
I just want to put him in everything too.
Oh yeah. What was I saying?
It's on the screen.
I appreciate the concern. However, these coupons do nothing for me right now. Just like women. This open air stage. What function does it serve exactly? Well, normally we use it for a variety of events. It's all to attract that extra bit of attention to Pavel. I'm King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph, apparently.
Our national TikTok account has 12 followers and counting.
I heard that tonight over in the Alabastine Rose Garden, Mr. Alba was going to give a speech. I forgot that was their name.
Did he die?
No, he's the one with the beard.
Dead.
He's the one with the beard. Their assistants died. And
okay.
You know what? Manny told me that I really should give a speech too. The speech will go as follows. Hey kids, do you like Fortnite? Do you like dabbing? Come to our land.
Look, I'm flossing! And everyone's like, oh my god, he's flossing.
Take the shot! Take the shot!
Target acquired.
Oh, of course. Oh, that's someone we'll get to talk to, probably. Mr. Cochin, told you that. We came up with a funny bit off camera, which is just Lang and Sheena living together, and...
as roommates, and they hate each
other.
other.
Constantly trying to kill Lang.
But he's, like, always narrowly evading it. For example, she has like the laser pointer on him and a rocket launcher.
Yes, I told Wolfie.
One shot, one kill. He's
hey,
like,
look at water.
And she just obliterates the wall. Damn it!
Whoa, that's crazy.
I'm rich.
Yes, he did. Which is why I thought I should give a speech of my own, but unfortunately I wasn't able to.
Ooh, so sinister.
The Atagarasu started. No, because I have itchy balls. Of course, because of the fire. Oh god.
Gross!
Oh, this is fucking bad levels of having to talk about as a character you don't enjoy.
I don't think it was even his younger brother. I think it was like his brother-in-law or something.
Yeah.
It was like that level of
It was
ridiculous.
his younger brother's wife's brother, I think. Something
Yeah,
like that.
something
Because
like
Lang
that.
is a stand-up guy.
He's a pack animal.
Yeah, exactly. He's
We
loyal.
take care of our own.
Yeah, he's loyal.
You could be one of our own, Miles.
Stop.
Can I call you Miles? No.
No, you can't.
Okay, Miles.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay. What about Master? Never mind.
I'm just leaving. I'm leaving. And Master Pelino, I'd like to ask you more about the Primadou statues. Oh, I see! Well, let me ask you this. Did you know that yes, we do. It's called Kadofia. That's where Dyed Man came from. Yes, I know that much
Please
about
be
you.
careful with what you skip.
I'm sorry. Well,
Just
the
saying.
Primadou statue belonged to the founders of Kadofia. You do know we're
Are we calling it Primadou or Primadux? Because we both said
I
so.
don't know. I'm just doing both.
Okay.
At least that's how the story goes. It was bequeathed onto the king of Kadofia as a symbol of the country's wealth.
Go, and Edge was like, oh, finally someone with me.
So, it was meant as a symbol of sovereignty and the right to rule, I take it. Yes. Yes, that's right. Which is why both countries are so adamant about their claim.
He's like, you listen to me, there's only one right in this world. Don't you forget it.
The real statue, therefore, we hold the right to rule, is the reasoning. It's pretty petty when you think about it, though.
That's a terrible standard of law.
It absolutely is. But if Alabast and Babel were to re-establish relations, shouldn't that put an end to the squabbling over the statue? But there are two statues. What?
Do you think this is supposed to be like an Israel-Palestine kind of
Maybe.
allegory?
Maybe. I
I
have
hope
no
not.
reason to believe so. He doesn't think so. The Prima Duck statue is even
What
more
doesn't he think?
important. It's nothing. It's
Okay.
important now as a key
Look at
piece
his
of
butterfly
diplomacy.
pin.
It's because that's their symbol.
Yeah, but he's
Well,
also
what is that?
pairing it with a green tartan vest and blue. I don't choose to believe that's
the
so.
green tartan vest was a crime to begin with.
I mean, on him it is.
I wonder
Someone
if
could pull it
Ambassador
off. It was a little
Pelino
darker.
knows about what has happened to the very important key to diplomacy. Perhaps I
It's in
should
my
try. Not that key, Kay.
Oh.
I should try to show him this key and see what he has to say about it.
Wolfie, I don't hate tartan waistcoats in general. I would totally wear something like that,
I would.
but like with an actual
definitely.
tie. It would be like a deep burgundy tie, and I would
Yeah.
ditch the butterfly pin.
That sounds awesome.
It'd be
Ambassador
cool with like a
Pelino,
cow skull pin.
There's just one thing I'd like to ask you about. Can you please get your hands off my shoulders? Yes! Oh,
Love it.
don't worry. You can ask me more than just one thing. How about two or three?
How
Oh,
about I
fuck's
bend over right now?
In exchange, come to Babel.
Is this guy like a human trafficker?
No, he's a tourism person.
Yeah, okay.
Just
Same thing. That would be the perfect job for a human trafficker to have.
right. Manny Cochin, I'd like to ask you about this man who was his security. Sure.
The word was secretary.
Tell you what I know. It was whatever
You
I
said
wanted.
security, like Bon Quiqui.
Security.
Security!
Thank you
That's
for your
rude.
cooperation, Ambassador. He was hot. So
He was an
hot,
able man.
if you know what I mean. Right.
He's like, I do know what you mean. He's
if
like,
there was
oh,
ever
it's another
anything I needed as
What
ambassador,
is that
he was
expression?
able to get it for me. He got it
He
good.
could get it.
Yeah. To think that a man like that had a hand on my,
Oh my god.
in the smuggling ring, right under my nose, completely
Right in my
unnoticed.
pants.
Actually, I
Right
suppose because
in
he
my
was
pants.
an able man, I was unable to detect his dirty dealings, but not the other dirty dealings.
Oh, dirty.
It sounds like Mr. Cochin had a very special relationship with his security. Recently, Manny had been very busy. Since I became the Babylonese representative at the country on the unofficial council, he's been working tirelessly to cover for me. I'm sorry, but what is this country unification council? What does it fucking sound like?
We're going to annex the shit out of each other.
Our two countries were to reunify and become one again. But I guess with now things have turned out, that dream won't be realized anytime soon.
Wolfie, shut the fuck up.
Why are you saying cuck?
Because it's Country Unification Council.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What are we supposed to show him?
I don't know.
That wasn't
I was focusing on his clothes.
Yeah. Was it the
Thinking
statue?
about Sweet Lang.
I suppose. If you could please take a look at this for me. Ah! The Prima Duck statue sitting in the Alabastine right now actually belongs to Babel. So it would appear I received a call from Miss Von Karma earlier. Then you'll understand why I wish to inspect the Babel's pre-produced statue immediately. Is the statue currently in your country possession? Yes. I've already inspected it myself. It's definitely the Alabastine statue. What does any of this mean?
No, I'm not.
I know, because
I don't
it's the real statue.
care.
No, me neither.
Like, it was so much easier to follow like the first game's final case.
Yeah.
I don't care about these political dealings. It was one thing when it was more like character driven.
I mean,
But right now, this has lost me.
yeah, there is
Wolfie.
there is the character driven stuff. And it's with Shinar, but we're not focusing on it for some reason.
I know.
Then you're saying that Babel was a replica. Embarrassed to say it's true, even though I knew that someday it would be exposed. I received my orders from the leaders
Like
of
my
Babel,
secretary.
and I was to negotiate with Ambassador Alva at this event, but they were busy filming Fantastic
I was
Four.
gonna say.
I was to negotiate with him and fix the results of the evaluation tonight. To say that we could not determine which statue was the real one. Why are you telling me this? Because I want that cooch.
Ew.
I'm sorry.
It's called a pussy in the gay community.
It's a boy pussy.
Yes, Chubb. Congratulations.
Well, because you already figured it out, our statue is just a hollow gold shell.
Let me clap them cakes.
I can relate to being a hollow gold shell.
See, Wolfie, when you sum it up, it's easy. There's just so much fluff.
There's
two statues. One is real, one is fake. They both think they have the real statue, and no one's allowed to look at it.
Yeah, that's the point.
Okay. I was reading it so that I was on the same page.
No, but like, they all know that. There's no mystery here.
No, I know. I'm just...
No, I'm saying to Wolfie.
Oh.
Even Babel were to lose face. The reunification of the country is what's important. I'm right in thinking that, aren't I? I'm not mistaking the mistake-making, right? What are you saying?
Are you having a stroke?
I don't. It's just me constantly.
Blavey.
Honestly, that's another thing that we could compile is the amount of times you had to ask, are you having a stroke to characters because I flub lines. If you don't know yourself, then I won't pretend to know either. I never thought that by being betrayed by my own secretary, the real symbol of wealth would be given to me. Isn't it simply ironic?
Are you heading back to Alabama?
Yes, but before I do, I suppose I should give you something to do.
Go to the corner and face the wall and count to 20 billion million. Okay.
I think this is legit refreshing for the players.
Oh, I see. So there's been a murder in both countries using an object from the other country?
That's the gist of it. Babel is just as strict as Alabast in their inspection of the people and the things that enter their country. Meaning that somehow both murder weapons were smuggled into the two countries. That's the only logical conclusion that can be drawn. Perhaps the key to the weapon smuggling is the person who traversed both countries.
You're the fake.
Right, now we're back on track. In one way or another, the Atagarasu is connected. Of this I'm sure. Flimsily, but it sure is there. Now then, are you okay, Kay? She foams at the mouth and it starts like building up in her scarf.
Ew, it overflows. It's getting caught in my cuffs.
Jesus. Now then, Gumshoe, take this monster away. Now then, where was the Yatagarasu first spotted? I believe it was the rose garden on the Alabastine side. The garden is just over the other side of the boundary. It's where Ambassador Alba was going to give a speech tonight. At least that's where I heard the Yatagarasu bit. In that case, I believe it's vital that we investigate the rose garden post-haste.
Wait, before you go, take a look at this, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a letter.
It's origami. It's a snowflake. If you unfold it, look at that.
It says, "Be my father."
Please?
No.
Won't you please?
No.
Oh.
I'm not your father. What is it?
Then I'll be my own dad.
I'm alive.
My
That's
guess
the
is that
difference.
it's a guitar pick. I picked it up just now over
Alright,
there.
that's it. You're under arrest.
Do you think it'll be of any use? If I hold my breath when you put the handcuffs on me, I can slip right out. Maybe I shouldn't have told you that before you cuffed me.
Get the big handcuffs. There's a little water on it, but how did the water get there? It doesn't look like there's anything it could get wet from around here.
Never mind. I was thinking they have concerts here at this open air stage from time to time, right?
Alright, I'll find its owner later. I'm sure it won't come up.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing!
Just
And then she
pull-
pulls out like a little lump of shit. Here you go!
I was going to say she pulls out like a certificate of adoption. She's forged Edgeworth's signature.
All you need is to sign this line. It can be done.
Damn it.
Mr. Edgeworth, would you be willing to hold on to this?
What is this? Oh, it's the perfume.
I'm hiding it from Francisca. She needs an intervention. She was in the corner, huffing it and crying. It's misused perfume.
Yes, I think that's probably for the best.
It's really expired. This is what I had in prison. They wouldn't let you drink, so that's how you snuck alcohol in. It's the bottle that woman left behind and that I found 7 years ago.
Ah, of course. Don't give Francisca it. It will be a nightmare.
I thought that one day it'd be of some use to tracking her down. I didn't give it to, like the actual prosecutors or detectives, so I kept it safe all this time.
Of course. Thank you. I'd be honored to hold it onto it for you.
Francisca sees it and she's like, where did you get that?
Okay. Oh, there we go. I'm in. Let's go. Wait, where are we going?
Run. Lang. Sweet Lang. They're having a real time of it cleaning up after the fire.
I suppose we should stay out. I guess we're going back the other way then.
Okay. Maybe...
Oh, it might be...
maybe the stage?
Oh, we can't go
area?
through there. You can go through somewhere. Yeah, it does. I think I'll be returning to investigation in the Alabastine Embassy, but...
I know. I'll go back to Babel and go fuck myself, I guess.
Good.
Oh, this means I think we get some Francisca.
I don't know who we
Could
get.
it be?
I'm alone. At a
Look at my
fountain.
butt.
I see your back, Miles Edgeworth. Oh.
I thought it might be her.
Oh, things... No, go.
Oh, never mind. How's things in Babel? Stupid?
Yes.
I thought so.
No, yeah, that's accurate. She just smells it immediately.
He's a fountain, and then she shoves him in.
Yeah!
Also,
What
I
the...
can't really say I expect much from Scruffy and that girl.
How could you throw me in? This is expensive!
Oh, you live.
Just like tries to get out and fails at it like 5 times.
She kicks him.
Let me out!
This pool is so slippery.
Help! Help! I never
Oh my
learned
God.
how to swim.
What is that? That fragrance. It's
Oh,
tied to something
nothing.
deep in my memory.
Nothing. It's nothing
Miles, empty
important.
your pockets. Empty them right now.
No.
Right.
The investigation into Manny Cochin's death hasn't really progressed any. However, the investigation
Oh,
into
what a
Yatagarasu
surprise.
has.
Ah, yes, the Yatagarasu.
Ah, yes, you.
Even now, I find it hard to believe.
You remember her, obviously.
A person who can freely travel. That, what, blah, blah, blah. It always takes me some time. Okay, blah, blah, kind of preposterous.
Well, that's what I came here to investigate.
That's you.
Oh, I heard that this is where witness claimed to have seen the Yatagarasu.
That's correct. Ambassador Alba was to give a speech here tonight in Alabast. And that's when the Yatagarasu appeared.
Oh, yeah.
The shadow of the mysterious thief appeared, and just as suddenly, it vanished. And then Lang and Bad got married. After that, there was the fire at the Babalese embassy that the Yatagarasu started.
But they got engaged after that.
I just remember we were going on about the bit when this screen was up.
Yeah. Oh, you already said that.
I did. My arms are so folded.
I vow that not a single feather from the Yatagarasu shall escape my diligence. Begin investigation.
Is she gonna go with... Oh, yes.
Ah!
Yes.
He's been here the whole time, just standing off screen like, yeah, this is cool. Having a good time.
Hey, he's making his guard, like, take pictures for the gram.
Have you finished checking out all the bystanders?
Yes, sir. And we found 14 counts of pickpocketing, 16 counts of illegal parking, and one person ran a light, sir.
Not illegal parking. Don't tell me you didn't find out anything related to the case.
Sir, not a single fucking goddamn thing, sir.
Damn it! Click. Well, for now, let's just get those other lawbreakers down to the precinct. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
Let's get down to the precinct.
Agent Lang. Yes. If it isn't Mr.
Wild.
Prosecutor.
He's sweating.
I would just like to thank you for your assistance, Ellie. What? Make no mistake. It's not like I was trying to help you with what I did. I don't like you.
You're terrible, Sundere. I am the Sundere here.
No, I'm so edgy cool. After I left, did you receive a alert from Ambassador Alba? We're to wrap up our bodyguard assignment at the end of today. Oddly enough, we received word from HQ to return home on an urgent matter.
Incidentally, I would guard your body if you let me.
Assuming I can be so easily caught away from the case after I've come so far. I swear that I'll find the truth and drag it out screaming into the light. I'd have you screaming into the light, Mr. Prosecutor.
Ew! That's disgusting!
You don't understand. Get out of here.
I don't want to hear it!
Ah, here I am.
Sweet Lang.
On screen. Full body.
Notice how tight my shirt is? If I took an especially deep breath, my buttons would just... Ooh.
Oh! Whoopsie daisy! It's all coming off.
Well, I can't wear this. If it's only half done, guess I have to just... Ugh! And Francisca's like, gross. Get a 10.
Get out of here, Francisca. This is between us.
This is man business.
I honestly have no idea what you said in the last 5 minutes.
Me either. I just see Lang and the blood goes, it's not in my head anymore. That's how I will say.
Just completely lost all, like, comprehension. Just like, oh my goodness. You were working as Ambassador Alva's bodyguard at the time. So naturally you witnessed when the Yatagarasu appeared, correct? Yeah! I saw the thief all right.
Totally.
With my own 2 eyes.
He was like playing solitaire on his phone.
The Yatagarasu was always there, lurking in the shadows. When the spotlights were turned on for Ambassador Alva's speech, a shadow appeared. Maria. That's when cries of the Yatagarasu rang out. The next second, the spotlight went out. And by the time we got to the area, lit again, the deaf thief had vanished.
Deaf Thief is my favorite Euro tech band. Never mind.
When we investigated afterwards, we found the reason the lights were out was because
What is Maria referencing?
It's from the Sonic fan dub. Plug the
Oh.
extension plug for all the outdoor electronics. Whether it's someone doing it on purpose. Ooh, I'm so mad. Or
Boy.
simply a guest who tripped over it. We don't know. But one thing's for certain. I can't work in this outfit.
Guess it'll have to come off. And then Sheena's like there and she 3D prints more clothes directly onto his body.
She just has
No one needed to see that.
She just has a taser. Just like the other
Now
Garasu
I
was
can
here.
aim more easily at his vitals.
So you're saying that basically all you saw was the three
And then, like,
silhouette.
janitor goes by just as she fires the missile, and she vaporizes him instead.
Damn it!
Shit!
Yes. Oh,
Wolfie. Oh my god.
you love Francisca's objection.
If all you saw was a shadow, then it's entirely possible that the shadow belonged to someone else.
Ha! Good thinking, sis. You just
I'm
might
not
be
your
right.
sis, bro.
Well, no, it's Dix's expression.
I'm not your fam, cuz.
I'm not your buddy, guy.
I'm not your guy, pal.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
I'm
If
not
it
your
w-
amigo, Emmy.
If it weren't for the fact
I'm
that
not your Tomodachi.
if it weren't for the fact that there was no one else with the same shape, none among the staff or the audience members. Point!
Oh my god!
My
What a
men,
Chad!
My men, I love it when he points. My men have already done a thorough check.
See how long this
so I
finger
know
is?
I'm right.
Perfect for reaching the prostate.
Someone else's shadow.
He's just not acknowledging the prostate talk.
That sounds like a plausible hypothesis. Coming from Lang?
Oh, Wolfie has a good point.
What?
Mr. Tourism has silly hair, that shape, I think.
He does. Alba,
I don't think he killed anyone, but I definitely think he's like in on it.
probably. What should we examine first? Let's go to the stage. This looks like
Okay.
quite a short investigation because there's not a lot of space.
Hello, I'm Miles Edgeworth. I never thought when I was a little boy that I would win an Oscar. And Francisca's like, what the fuck are you
I never thought
doing?
that when I was a little boy that I would be so gay, but here we are.
Francisca goes up and she's like, oh, me, the greatest of all prosecutors? Well, I
king
think
of
that's a little bit of a
prosecutors?
stretch, but I do all right. And the mic's on.
Francisca, what are you doing?
Oh, was this on? Oh, well. She climbs onto the podium and is never seen again.
Well, I guess I'll have to complete this investigation myself. I guess I can
Miles,
take this.
before you go, can I just have that perfume bottle?
No.
Just me and the perfume and my
Come
loneliness.
out and get it.
No! It's like when a cat hides under a dresser or
Come
something.
on. Push,
And the little hand sweeps out. He's got it on like a line.
Come on. Get out of there. Get out
Damn
of
it,
there.
Miles!
Get out of there. Come on.
Just give it to me!
I'll let you have it if you come out. So this is where Ambassador Alba was to give his speech.
The stage was set up nicely. However, where was the audience supposed to sit?
Perhaps they were supposed to sit around the edge of the pool.
That's such poor planning. If there was no other place than a spot or two by the pool. They really should have made seating arrangements like how the gallery is set up in court.
Indeed. You can sense that consideration for the viewers was taken with those.
So in the end, the speaker and his audience were to stand the whole time, huh?
Yes. Although I suspect the audience would have liked to sit down after all. What is this fucking conversation? What did any of that mean? It was just like, oh,
And moving on.
they couldn't sit
Ooh.
down. Yes, they couldn't sit down. Well, they couldn't sit down.
I mean, that's bullshit. And then they move on.
Yeah. I feel like this game keeps doing that. It's like, well, there's this thing. It is this thing. Yes, it's this thing.
I like me some flavor text, but
I mean, yeah.
it was a little silly.
I'll watch these two talk forever.
Yeah.
There is an overturned spotlight here.
When the Yatagarasu appeared, the audience that was waiting for the speech to start panicked. I suppose that's when someone must have knocked it over.
Wobble finger, wobble finger, wobble finger, wobble finger, wobble
Could you stop that?
finger, wobble finger.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
Wobble finger, wobble. What's going on?
Look, I'm double jointed.
I'm having a tough time visualizing the mass confusion that took place there.
I sought to use my whip to capture the Yatagarasu.
Well, no wonder it didn't work then.
Shot. However, there were people in my way, and I was unable to land even a single lash.
Probably for the best.
That's totally why.
I suppose this means that some other poor saps were hit instead. This statue.
Oh, they make bionic eyeballs, Miles. It's not that bad.
I have accidentally obscured Francisca. A statue of a woman. I wonder if the lady is pouring water.
Well, Miles Edgeworth, it seems that you are lousy at reading a woman's heart.
Yes, how
Not
could
like
you
me.
guess? Like, they know what they're doing there.
I know, for fuck's sake. Well, wait, did you see that bit of dialogue? I think you're about to.
Yeah, lousy at reading a woman's heart. It's like, I opened my mouth about
women.
a statue, and she somehow made the leap to that. I mean, it's not inaccurate, but still. No need to expose me like this.
Oh god, my pants. You think they're made of leather? I'm pretty sure they're made of
Oh,
leather.
they're absolutely made of leather. Look at those boots.
Oh, they're so not breathable. Guess I'd
Ooh.
better unbutton them to get some airflow to my testicles so they don't shrivel up.
Lang,
Anyway.
get in the water and fucking think about what you've done. There are roses scattered on the surface of the water, creating a pleasant fragrance. It's not
It's
just
not
for
just for
aesthetic.
aesthetics.
Oh,
The
sorry.
pool's water is also used in putting out fires. So maybe the pick came from there.
It's
Or,
also-
you know,
it's
Wolfie's
also
theory.
the roses are also an excuse to the roses are also an excuse to obscure the Yatagarasu's perfume.
Oh, good point.
I see. Oh,
Verily. Ergo.
the pool stopped filling itself automatically.
The fountain spouts are set to stay open until the pool's water reaches a certain level.
If this water is used to put out fires, I suppose it must be refilled to its normal level. We just said that, which suggests that this pool was recently used somehow in the embassy. I guess I'll take some notes about it, just in case. Just in case there was a fire here. Wow!
Ah! Oh god, sorry. I didn't mean to blow out my mic.
You didn't, don't worry.
Oh my god.
What a fucking creep.
That's hilarious.
Ah!
How dare you surprise me like that? What the fuck? I'm sorry. Oh, hey, Edgy. Thanks for what you did back there.
He just pushes his head under the water.
I replaced my lungs with gills. Oh
Larry,
my god, we can't even drown him.
this is literally my hell.
That was actually really funny.
It was admittedly. It caught me off guard. Your gratitude.
I know.
Because that's the sort of visual gag you couldn't do in the other games. More
Not really, no.
importantly, Larry, this pool is not for your personal enjoyment.
I know that. I've been using it as a toilet. Do you really think that I like using the toilet? Do you think I'm the type to just jump into a pool and swim around for fun? 'Cause you're absolutely right. Come on,
Objection.
everybody.
Yes. Alright then, did you by chance fall in the pool?
Nice guess, but no dice. So you know my son, right, Edgy?
Hold on. Back up.
This is why people should need to get licenses. I'm guessing he doesn't have a real kid, but if he does, holy shit.
Your son?
I hope not. I guess I kind of lost sight of him when I
Oh.
shook hands
Oh.
with the ambassador.
He means the samurai kid.
There was a samurai child?
Yeah, there was a still samurai pink princess and a child.
Okay, that's like
Whew.
almost a relief, but I don't think this man should be allowed around children.
Yeah, probably.
And I'm pretty sure he was around here when I last saw him. You imbecile! How can you be so flippant at a time like this? What are you going to do if your son fell into the pool? I don't know, Little John. And how old is this child of yours, anyway?
That's the first time I've ever heard
He's like
Francisca
6
care
months,
about,
I don't know.
care about a
What?
male. That's the first time I've ever heard Francisca care about a male.
It's a child, so he's still okay. Huh? Oh, how old is he again?
Larry, this is the first I've ever heard of a son. Who exactly is the mother?
Oh, shit if I know. The mother? Oh, that chick. The pink princess. The pink princess?
Miss Von Karma.
What?
Just call me Francisca, you weirdo.
We grew up together.
Um,
Miles Edgeworth.
yeah, I know, right? I was a bit confused by this man's words for a bit there. However, I believe he's a stupid fuck.
Oh my god. My lore knowledge will come in handy.
I believe what he is looking for is the doll of the Iron Infant.
Oh, it's a doll, thank god.
Okay.
Yup, because I'm the Steel Samurai, through and through. Heart and soul.
You will never be the Steel Samurai!
Oh, Jesus! He's like rattling him by the tubes.
Yeah,
What would you... I don't know what those are.
He's like holding him up in the air. You will never,
Listen,
ever...
you little punk! And like, oh, so hot. And the Iron Infant is my cute little son!
Oh yeah, Wolfie. That's exactly the reason. But it's just
Oh, that's really cute.
it's just funny that like they both do it.
She does it because she's a douche.
Yeah.
You have given a whole new meaning to the phrase an astounding fool.
Larry.
What I want you to do is open your mouth and your nose
And take the
and
cyanide.
hang out under the surface of the water for about a minute and/or as long as it takes for you to stop breathing permanently. You got it! That case I'll go search over there.
Hey, wait!
No, leave him. He'll run out of air eventually.
You know what? You're probably right. Well,
You know
it's
what?
not as if
If I
he'll
put
get
my
it very
foot on
far
his head,
swimming around in
Then
that.
I guess you enjoy it.
And though he's unrelated to the murders, he sure knows how to cause a lot of trouble.
So there's like a passageway under the pool where the drain is? Is
Yeah.
that what the
Yeah.
location is? Okay.
So they went through the passage.
Hey, can you take him to the fountain and have him run in place upwards again?
Sure.
Look at my butt. My butt is amazing.
All right.
Ooh, it moves just like Jello.
Okay. Him being in the pool affect the water level? It would. But you know.
Just let me see those cakes.
This statue bears a resemblance to the Prima Duck statue.
The plaque says King Primadou and the battlefield. In order to save the queen, King Primadou put his life on the line and went to war.
So Prima Duck was actually a president of royal blood. I thought he was simply someone imitating a character from an ancient legend.
Well, what surprises me is that a real person who looked like the Steel Samurai existed.
I suppose there's that too. The suddenly appearing and disappearing shadow of the Yatagarasu. I believe I figured out its true origin.
Expected no less from my subordinates. Now let's hear what you know on the subject.
That's actually nice. She was actually being kind of nice.
Kinda cute.
What really cast a shadow on the Yatagarasu?
Uh-oh.
That's a good
Well,
question. Oh, we can go over here.
Movie. And we have to do something from the area.
I feel like it's this, and maybe the posture is the same as which statue though? This one or that one?
It looks like to me.
This one. It looks to me.
The
suddenly
Yeah.
appearing and disappearing shadow of the Yatagarasu. Is it not possible that it was created by this statue? Oh,
the guy behind it. Oh. Are you playing me for a fool, Miles Edgeworth? This statue bears absolutely no resemblance to the shadow of the Yatagarasu.
you are correct. However, you're being a stupid bitch.
Let me fucking finish.
Yes.
What do you mean by only one part?
Yes, it's how I... You know, only one part? The fact that I only had one part of my sentence finished before you interrupted.
God, I'm sorry. Jesus, this is a stressful case.
Just do it all the time. It's embarrassing.
All right.
Is it this, maybe? Yeah, I
Well, Wolfie, I don't think we're wrong.
think... Oh, we can
Or
move over
it
here.
did look like that guy's hair, but
I have
hmm.
no
This is
idea.
kind of baffling me. Could it be? It couldn't be both statues together, right? Because her hand
maybe,
is up there,
but,
and I have to wonder if it was overlapped in such a way.
how
But
would
I
it-
did.
How did
like
it
it.
move, though? That doesn't make much sense. nonsense.
No.
You know what? We've got fucking entire points. Let's go for it.
It's another statue. Haha, I think I'm right.
You might be right. Congrats.
I think it's her hand.
I'll try to sound non-surprised.
I did it! Me!
The Yatagarasu shadow was made from the statues of these two statues.
Made? What do you mean made?
Together.
But anyway.
What do you mean made? What is made? How do you made?
I said that was a
The
state.
spotlights
Like,
are all
Francisca,
over.
you grew up in America. You know it's made.
This is because they were American.
Oh, that would make a lot
Moved
of
when
sense.
the guests were in a panicked state. However, if you were to restore the lights to where they were when the thief appeared, you believe?
We get to make shadow puppets?
I've just realised something. You know how Little Thief was introduced as a concept? It's never been used again.
Oh, what? The room projector?
Yeah,
business?
like it's never been used
Yeah,
again.
whoop, that's what I was thinking. Because the hand was so distorted.
Yeah. You
You believe that that's you believe that the two shadows will create the Yatagarasu
Precisely. Now then, watch as I reveal the true form of the Yatagarasu. First, if we set up a section of the battlefield. Oh god, here we go.
Yeah. I think.
We've got this. The shadow of the king statue would appear on the backdrop of the stage. Likewise, if we set up a light on the queen who spoke of love to King Primatak, her silhouette would also appear on the backdrop of the stage.
Aha! So if we were to combine the two shadows, it looks nothing like the Yatagarasu shadow. That's kind of funny. Miles Edgeworth, how do you explain this grotesque shape?
Look in the mirror.
She looks like a unicorn princess with a furry coat. I'm into it. Oh my god.
Did you not quite catch that? Calm down, Francisca.
It's just his face. Amuse me.
The way the light needs to be shown on the queen's statue is wrong.
What do you mean by that?
I believe that the whole of the king's shadow needs to be used for this to work.
Primo sucks!
However, in the case of the
Primo
queen,
sucks!
I don't believe the whole shadow is needed.
Hey, Miles. Never mind.
You want some Prima suck?
Some primo suck. Where are you going?
Rather the person who created the shadow only used one part of her shadow.
Only one part.
Yes, and that one part alone is
Oh
enough
my
to
God.
fill in the rest of the shadow.
Aren't you not a part of the statue? Why didn't you say that in the first place?
Because we have to explain it in basic terms 3 times.
I love how because they
You're
can't
right, I
really make
apologize.
Francisco look stupid, they just make her a huge asshole, and it totally works.
Yeah. Now, what part of the queen's statue was used?
The boobies. Let me inspect
Mm,
the boobies. Alright, we're moving on. filing
I
that
have
into
absolutely
bank.
no idea.
The hand.
Oh, you're right.
We were just talking about
Man,
this!
hook hand, car, horse, or hand.
Like, I said it 80 billion times!
I am dumb. That's my excuse.
Wolfie, can you confirm that I said that, please?
I think
Specifically, so I feel smart about having thought of it.
I believe
Thank
you. I believe you said it. Don't worry. Think back to what is missing in our shadow. 5 long thin areas, correct? Now, what does that remind you of?
Ah!
That's right. It can only be the shadow of the queen's left hand. Francisca, can we please adjust the spotlight's position so that it only shines on the queen's left hand?
Alright, let's give it a try and see what we get.
It's just like creaks.
It's...
Oh, look at that. It's the back
Oh
of his
look, you
jacket.
can see their little heads. That's kind of cute. I don't know why, that really does a lot for me.
Yeah, me too.
It's like they're actually watching the movie. I don't
Yeah.
know.
This is exactly like the shadow I saw. The culprit
Vince,
must have changed the spotlight's
Even
positioning.
I'm talking to you?
I was talking to you though.
Of course, I solved
I solved everything! I'm gonna go arrest
Yeah,
him.
but you're pretty impressed, aren't you, Edgeworth?
I did everything. And then pulled the plug after people saw
You ever get
what
kind of
the
like
culprit
investigation boners when you're doing really good at your job?
was. No.
No, it's just me. Oh, me neither then.
In their panic, the guests must have moved the spotlights around, which we can assume was also part of the culprit's plan. By the time that the lights came back on, the Yatagarasu's shadow had vanished. Then,
Which means that the shadow was a construct from the very beginning.
just like any friend you told me you ever had.
Oh,
So you see the
shut
Yatagarasu.
up! Mr. Bear was a very good and real friend.
You had him find me guilty.
Yes, exactly. Like a good friend would do.
I didn't commit any crime.
Yeah, semantics, Miles. Get over it. It was years ago.
He still holds it against her. So you see,
My
the
sister wouldn't let me
Yatagarasu
forget the
never-
fucking time I apparently whacked her in the head with a Barbie doll when I was
Oh
2.
my god. Did visit
She
Alabasta.
definitely had it coming.
The only country that the thief visited was Babal, although it can be assumed that the Yatagarasu had an accomplice in Babal.
An accomplice? But who?
I haven't figured that out yet, but I assume it was the person who set up the shadow show. I sense the biggest clue yet to solving this case is the existence of this accomplice. Investigation complete. Well, one of them's the Yatagarasu, and one of them is one of the political leaders, right?
How's the
investigation going? Oh,
Oh no!
go for it. Oh, it's me.
It's
Detective
you,
Bat,
dumbass.
have my husband. Have you come to join us?
My
to
husband.
investigate The Yatagarasu.
I've lived the murder in Agent Lang's charge. He's so capable.
No, that's not correct.
And my only target from the very beginning is the Yatagarasu. So yeah.
Wow, you're adding so much to this case by being here. So, what have you found out?
I got a piece of evidence.
May I see it?
No, it's mine. Sure, but you might regret it. We're here because we are ready to face whatever may come. And it's like someone's face has been ripped off at the seams. Oh my god! Look, I put it over my face and it's like I'm wearing a mask. Hello, I'm Kay Faraday.
What?
If you... Oh, yeah, I got some bad news for you.
But I just signed those papers.
Yeah, I know. So if you
It's kind
please.
of a win-win.
When people heard the commotion, bystanders started gathering. And one woman claimed, I'm telling you, I'm a genuine international journalist.
That's Lotta.
Yeah,
That's Lotta. She claimed.
Oh no.
I'm telling you.
I'm an international. Whatever.
Yeah.
Gave me an interesting picture.
It was of. It was of
It
some
was of
man's
a
testicles.
Dude, ginger pubes. Ugh. Leave that shit off at that point.
Jesus. A journalist. I choose the worst times to take sips.
Well, actually, she's a freelance cameraman. This is the photo I got from her. Francisca's like, let me see.
It's just fucking oil smeared on the wall. What in the world?
The Yatagarasu is flying through the air.
If we've
Not
learned-
another one of
If
these.
we've learned anything from Ace Attorney, they're not
It's
flying.
bullshit.
It's
No.
bull.
It's free falling. The times they are a changing. It's not just man. It's woman in the workforce stealing our job. But evident.
What?
Right now.
Oh no.
War has truly changed the world forever.
When was this photo taken?
I don't fucking know. Apparently, right after the fires on the 4th and 5th floors were put out.
You know, Lang could have said this all, but we needed to shoehorn me in somehow.
I mean, really. It was taken from a nearby building that you could see the embassy from.
I see. So this was taken after the fire from a nearby building that you can see the embassy from.
Yes, exactly. Wait, where was it? I wasn't listening.
It was at the embassy.
The blur in this picture took off from the Babylonis embassy. flew over the boundary and headed for the embassy of Alabasta. Hello, I'm still here. This is simply not possible.
I got it.
I'm incapable of flight.
The fireplace is they move you to the outside wall. And
They
then
do?
You walk around the edge.
Really?
I don't know, maybe. Fucking.
I don't.
I was
I
very.
don't think so.
Oh, I was proud of myself.
Maybe it's the knife was in the balloon.
Exactly. Is that a fact? I've had the pleasure of dealing with a case involving a flying person once. So is she.
What case was that again?
That
Was
was Max,
third one?
the Magic Boy Circus.
Oh, that was the second game. You're right. Yeah, she showed up and was a douche the whole time. Actually, come to think of it, I tried to block it out, but I've come across a case like that as well. Too, actually.
It's almost like most Ace Attorney cases have one of three main
I mean, really?
inconsistencies.
Maybe it happens more often than we think. Oh yes, you're looking sexy.
I like how they're just justifying doing the same thing. Am I up to the task of solving the mystery behind the photograph? Of course I am! I'm Miles Edgeworth. Well, the Yatagarasi took off from the Balinese embassy, so I should start from there. Francisca, I need to return to the Babel investigation for a bit.
Alright.
See ya.
I'll continue investigating on this side of the building.
Alright, I'm counting on you. I've got to go between each side, and I've got to do this and that. You know,
Let's go back to our investigation!
somehow this is even less pleasant. She's legit punching him in the face. Ow. 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 Stop! Why are you doing this?
Chubb, am I cutting out on your end?
You were a little bit earlier, but you're fine now.
Damn it.
Yes, let's. Don't worry, you're fine now. It's just for a few seconds.
La, 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 run. We're running. Why is this side of the country shitty?
Because it got burnt down.
Oh, great, it's this fucking guy.
Oh, yes, here I am. I'm in the room. Is she nasty?
Rocked you like a hurricane. To think, after all that running around, we're right back where we started.
It would appear that way. Can I look at the fireplace yet? Hi, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ugh,
Have you found Maddie's killer yet?
don't even think about his shoulders. Are you thinking about it? You better not be thinking about it.
You can't stop me from thinking.
Let's get one thing straight. It was the work of the fake
I
Yatagarasu.
can't relate to the statement, Kay.
Shut up, Miles. I know. We get it. You're super gay and repressed. The real Yatagarasu is a noble vigilante who was only out to steal the truth.
Miss Faraday, please don't make such a sad face. If there's anything I can do for you, all you have to do is ask, alright?
Mr. Polino.
Suck a dick! Actually, there is one thing you could do. We were allowed to take another look around. We didn't have enough time to conduct a thorough investigation. Yeah, it is really weird that he hasn't mentioned her once.
He's probably gonna be like, what? She's in the Bahamas when she does come up, and then he'll be like, was it not the real Sheena this whole time?
Or she'll turn up and be like, how you guys doing?
What are you doing here? Oh shit.
Oh sure,
Commencing
please feel
lying
free to investigate your
protocol.
answer. Also, there are a few questions I'd like to ask you. God damn it.
Loading lie. I was here the whole time. As a matter of fact. Oh, I guess it must be true.
I literally just can't be.
Thank you, Mr. Polino. You're a total gentleman. Except when you're being a molester. Look, you gotta cut that shit out. It's not the 40s. We don't treat people that way.
Ha 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 ha! You don't have to waste such nice words on me, little miss. Just
I don't listen to women.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Polino. Got your nose.
No! Those two sure got
Now how are you gonna say the letter N? You know, it's easy to say we're going to investigate, but where should we even begin?
We should probably start by comparing the state of this room before and after the fire. And then we should look into the matter of the suspicious person you spotted.
Yeah, when I came into this room, that person was already gone. But I'm willing to bet that the person was chasing. I was chasing.
Mr. Gochen's killer.
Yeah.
We don't know that yet, however, it's hard to believe the person is unrelated. Furthermore, because the key of the outer grass we stole 7 years ago was found here, I'm going to explain everything even though we know exactly what we need to be doing. It signals that perhaps Miss Yu is somehow involved.
I knew it! That woman is almost definitely Mr. Cochin's killer!
Yet again, we don't know that. There are too many mysteries to be solved in this case. Speaking of the Yatagarasu and mysteries, I received a most mysterious photo from Detective Bad.
Uncle Bad? He's taking part in the investigation too?
Oh, don't worry, he's not bringing anything to the table. Yes, he has been chasing after the Yatagarasu all these years.
Uncle Bad. Ew. You can just call me Uncle Bad.
Now then, I was told that this photo was taken just after the fire.
What? This kind of looks like the person in the long coat I was chasing. How? It's a blob. Does this mean
Exactly like
that
a
I
person.
was chasing the fake Yatagarasu after all?
Doesn't that look like a person to you? Oh wait, no, if you look at it on its side, it looks like they're walking.
I mean, a little.
Yeah, look, if you look at it on its side, there's actual
It requires some suspension of disbelief.
Oh, definitely. I don't know the answer to your question, but I don't think people can fly either.
But this could be how that person escaped.
Yeah, we know. Well, we'll need to investigate a bit more. Can we start investigating, please? In any case, let's not dawdle anymore and pick up our invest. There we go, Jesus.
Oh my god.
First port of call. Whoops.
Huh?
Fireplace, huh? So Babel's offices have them too.
Two?
There is a fireplace in relatively the same
Number
location
after
in the
one.
Alabastian office. However, we found something there that I'd rather not recall ever again. I still can't believe that we found that lady's undershirt.
Woman sweat. Huh?
Don't worry about it.
If it was that traumatizing, why don't you try creating new memories with this fireplace? You could climb inside and
Did
we
you
can
do
play
that
hide.
when your dad was murdered?
Well, exactly. I would do that with a father. All you have to do is sign right here.
Come out covered in soot? I think not.
Hey, Edgeworth, just for no reason, can I see what your signature looks like on this sliver of paper?
Sure.
No reason.
Hold on.
Damn it!
Ah, you were
really have
close.
no sense of fun. Huh?
You got close there, Kay.
God damn it! Foiled again!
You can see the
I will
Alabastian
make you my
embassy.
dad.
No, I'm not going to be your father.
She's like trying to trick him into signing a permission slip for a field trip. So where were you when you were investigating over there, Mr. Edgeworth?
Ah, you can see it from here. I was there on the 5th floor. That's where Damask 2 was killed.
What? You don't mean the masked starter mask too? The second? Aw, poor guy.
Oh yeah, he's a
As a
thief.
fellow second-generation thief, I can't just turn a blind eye to this.
Even though Damask 2 was merely an imposter of the original.
Yeah, I know.
It's a bit different, isn't it?
Oh, look at the little chalk outline. Hi.
Oh yes, because they've moved the body now, haven't they? I agree.
I had a coffee today,
Congrats.
and then I accidentally poured too much milk into it, and it was
Did
ruined.
we already examine all of this shit?
Oh, so much
I
backtracking.
know. So this is a real Prima Duck statue.
This is really valuable, right?
That's what they say.
Hmm.
He just like puts his foot out to trip her up if she moves. Okay, you're not seriously considering the theft of the statue, are you?
No way, Mr. Edgeworth! I wasn't thinking about anything like that. I was just reading the plaque, and he's like, I know you can't read. Damn it! I was just calculating in my head
If I had a father.
to teach me how much a statue is worth.
That sounds mighty suspicious to me. Yeah, because last time
Oh
we... Last
my
time
god, Miles, look out the window! It's right! How did he get there?
What?
And then she goes, and you just hear like, hey, and a huge clunk, and it just breaks through the floor. What happened? What happened to the statue?
Hey.
There was an earthquake.
Yes, because last time we were here, Kay was being strangled for an hour.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, it's cool.
Master Paleo, what exactly used to be here? That used to be a stack of brand new pamphlets. It looks like they were all burned up. I guess we'll have to reprint them. But no matter how fast we reprint them, they always disappear so quickly. This family story isn't really that hot right now. Of course! Although recently the most popular vacation destination has been the Republic of Virginia.
Or China.
Regina. But we refuse to lose them. So I will say, everyone in this case has a reason to be an accomplice.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I've just recently returned from a trip to Virginia myself. Oh? And how did you like it? It was alright. I probably shouldn't bring up the fact that I was the suspect on the flight home. Remember when that was happening? Oh my god.
God.
We still don't know where the blade of the Battley's knife went. Could it be that the killer walked away with it? Grandfather clock. A grandfather clock. This one resembles the one in Alabast. Oh, that's the clock that's been with us since back when we were at Cordofia.
That is one big clock! Hey, does this one have a bird that pops out like a cuckoo clock?
Ah! I'm sorry, but no.
Oh.
Oh, but I'm sure you'll love the chime.
Really? It's going to be 11 soon, so maybe I'll get to hear it then. Remember?
Is it that
11
time
o'clock.
already? Time flies. Time sure flies by when I'm involved in an investigation.
Oh, it's not that late. The night's only just begun.
Okay, it's not good for you to stay up late, you know.
Yes, Graham.
What? I'm not a grandpa.
You've got gray hair and you wear a cravat.
It means nothing. It's fashionable.
That's fucking who?
It's me. Oh, I already did that, didn't I?
What in the fuck? Can we logic anything?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me. Oh, we did this.
I mean, we probably have to show him something.
Oh yeah, we can talk to him, can't we?
Yeah.
I just didn't want to.
Yeah, right.
Now then, Ambassador, I'd like to ask you about your movements before the fire broke out. Before the fire? Which fire are you talking about? Which one? There was more than one tonight? Huh? Of course! We need this to be more complicated. We had 2 fires here at the embassy tonight. What a bother it all was.
Wait, but the only fire we know about is the one after the Jammin' Ninja show.
I love when cases withhold evidence, so they go on longer.
I know, right?
Oh, well, the first occurred at the start of the Jammin' Ninja show. Luckily, only the 4th and 5th floors of the embassy caught on fire. That's a lot of the embassy. Not wanting to cause a panic among the theatre goers, we decided to keep it internal.
We didn't tell anybody.
Tell anyone the building was on fire.
The
Then
dead
the
ones
fire
can't
after
give
the
us bad
Jammin'
Yelp
Ninja
reviews.
was the second one of the night. Exactly. So the fire I witnessed was the second one. Come to think of it, didn't Detective Bad make a reference to the first fire? Hey, do you guys want to hear me talk again? Apparently right after the fires. I suppose this means that the photo was taken just after the first fire was put out. Okay. Good to know.
So then, what was the extent of the damage in the second fire?
The second fire was contained on this floor, the 3rd floor. I think it was leftover embers from the fire on the floors above that caused it. That's not how it's going to end up, isn't it? A very bad stroke of luck. My office on the 5th floor, Manny's office here, and Manny himself, all gone in the blink of an eye.
Kinda sad. I feel so sorry for you, Mr. Polino.
Oops! Look at me going on. Now then, what was I going to ask you again? We were discussing what your actions were and the whereabouts of today, and if you happen to know what Mr. Coachman's actions and whereabouts were as well. Yes, very well. Let's see. It's been quite a busy day until now. First I woke up, then I brushed my teeth. After that I rolled for breakfast. Please be
Then I
relevant.
jailed into my jail.
How about if you just skip to the relevant part? Oh, you'd like the condensed version. Alright, I can do that for you. First I woke up. Damn it. So, what did Mr. Cochin and you do this morning? We fucked.
What do you do with your lover in the mornings? Oh, do you not have one?
Shut up. But Manny and I wanted to turn it into a photo op, so we were here tidying up his office. You helped clean Mr. Cochin's office. Why were you not cleaning your own? Oh, I think I forgot to mention, but my office is currently undergoing renovations. Logic. Peace. Which is why both the Prima Duck statue and the Babyliss knife are set down here. I see. Convenience. Oh, but the tidying didn't take much time, really. We just burned some files. We no longer needed and expired coupons in the fireplace.
Yeah, fucking right. I bet cleaning up the fireplace must have been a real pain, though, huh?
About that, I kind of forgot to clear the ashes out. Ha! I guess I'm up a creek without Manny here to get angry at me. An ambassador
No
like
one to
yourself
punish
has
me or
been
berate me verbally and pee on me.
What?
Don't knock it till you try it.
Oh, he's
Ooh,
very good
steady
at being very mad. Why even just this
Very
morning he got
good.
mad at me?
Over
I
and
spilled some
over
Babyliss
again.
ink onto the back wall when I was burning some files, you see. And he
And then
was
I spilled
so
my
mad.
Babyliss ink onto his back wall.
Oh god, I should treat the ink with more respect. Apparently orders go up the chain of command around here. That's
Getting
about
so
it
much
for what we
fucking-
did this morning. Just some cleaning. Don't tell me you had no other work to do, being an ambassador and all. Afternoon activities. Now then, if you could tell me what you and Mr. Cochin did this afternoon. Well, Maddie and I went down together to the Theatrum Naturalis. We had to be there for the Steel Samurai stage show. After the show started, I went back to my office on the 5th floor alone.
Whoa, he sounds just like you, Mr. Edgeworth.
You don't know I'm alone. I could have someone there with me. So they were together until...
I meant the voice you gave him was just Edgeworth's voice.
A little while later, after I had straightened myself up a bit, I returned to the theatre. That's a good point, Wolfie. Because I was to take part in a photo op at the stage show. There was a commemorative photo op at the end. It was a fantastic photo of the three of us, Ambassador Albert, and the Steel Samurai, and myself.
Everyone was in someone else. It was incredible. We had to document it. It was like you ever heard of a rat king? It's when a bunch of rats get their tails knotted together and form a horrible writhing mass of limbs.
What? Oh my god.
That was us, but sexy.
Jesus.
With more fluids.
After the photo shoot, I went back to the office on the 5th floor to prepare for my handshake and photo op. Didn't he just say that? He seems to be rather overworked for an investor. When I got to my office, that's when the first fire broke out, and I escaped down the stairs. My office was completely destroyed, but thankfully no one was hurt. I admit I ran away from the first fire as fast as my legs could carry me. During the second one, I pitched in and helped the embassy staff put it out. So you didn't
More like
see...
you started it, bitch.
Maybe. So you didn't see Mr. Cochin again after the start of the Steel Samurai show? Yes, that's right. The next time I saw him, he was lying there in an eternal sleep. I see. Ambassador Paleo, I thank you very much for your help. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more assistance, Mr. Edgeworth. If there's anything else, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay, good. I think I forgot to look at the desk, and it's covered in shit. It appears that...
Wow, it's covered in shit!
It certainly is. It appears that this area was heavily damaged by the fire.
Yeah, I guess we should hurry up and get started examining everything.
I won't rest until I've inspected every... It's the ink, right?
You probably.
Because that's come up since case 2.
Yeah.
There's a bottle of Baverley's ink on Mr. Cochin's desk.
And it looks like there's still a lot of ink left inside.
The seal is unbroken, so the fire probably couldn't get into the bottle to burn up the ink.
Hey, Mr. Polino, it looks like your precious Babylonie's ink is alright after all.
What? That's odd. Ambassador, what do you mean by that? Well, it's just that there's something strange about the ink. Is it flammable? Would you mind elaborating on that statement?
No? Oh, we have to go talk to him again.
They're fucking useless. Why?
I know, right?
I wonder if you might tell me what you noticed about Mr. Cochin's bottle of ink. I just thought of it right now, but...
All right,
During
I
the
used
second
it as
fire-
lube. Do not recommend.
It was viscous!
But it makes your poops a fun color.
Oh. Manny was worried about his office, so he came rushing back to it. I called out to him, and when I received no reply, I used my spare key to open the door. But when I did, I was greeted by roaring green flames. The flames so big. Oh, because that's the thing. We picked it up earlier, remember? The fire was green. What was the cause? Well, white
Green
crystal
Cersei.
oil burns. Nice. Green where it's lit. As you can see by this lantern. And Baverley's ink is made from the same oil, which means it would burn green. Did you call it? I wasn't... Oh yeah, no, she
Wolfie
did.
called it.
You know, I too had thought it was Manny's ink that caught fire. So that's why I was surprised to find out there was still a bottle of ink. It's behind the fireplace.
The case of the perplexing green flames. Talk about a mystery.
What exactly was it that caught on fire in here? God, the fucking
You know why else it makes a really bad lube? If your hips move quickly enough, then, you know, it kind of just... Poof, really not good for either the penis or the butthole. Well, goodbye.
Hold on. Sorry, we could look at that, couldn't we? Maybe there's something more. Oh, there's a drawer open.
Ooh.
It would appear that the desk also fell victim to the fire.
It doesn't look too damaged. Ooh, I think we can rifle through this drawer a bit.
I suppose we really should take a look.
So many things.
I know, right? This is a rather unusual shape for a notepad. I suppose this must be a souvenir of some kind. Nothing there. It seems that the contents of the
I
drawer
know.
survived the fire rather well. Now that's a
Now that's a sturdy desk. I guess that's the value of solid wood construction.
solid wood.
wood. Let's see if there's anything useful left here, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold on. Fucking. Let's look at, because this is going to be a deduce, so let's look at some evidence.
Deuce.
Irrelevant.
What about the guitar pick? Because it's
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the
Wait.
note came from there.
Oh! I was just cycling through. I was going to go to the guitar pick, but that makes much more sense.
Deuce.
Is this spot somehow connected to any piece of evidence I hold? Oops. It's this one, right?
The Dorito.
The shape of this notepad matches the
Looks like
shape
Pizza Hut.
of this note we found.
Hey, you're right. What is it? It looks like something straight out of Monument Valley.
It doesn't. Ah, yes, the notepad is a souvenir from somewhere in your country. We've been collecting them for the purpose of studying them, you see. Yes, I do. You do seem to be quite passionate about it. Oh, well, would you look? So basically they're both bad, because this guy was paying Master Mask, or whatever. Oh,
I'd like steal
would you like
ideas.
to see my souvenir critics? I'd love to show you. What did you say, sorry?
I like steal ideas.
Yeah, maybe. Are you sure?
Yeah,
they
I
haven't
think he's mostly just trying to make his
burnt
country
yours?
better
Yeah.
via theft and
Ambassador Paleo, I wonder if you might recognize the handwriting on this note. This looks like Manny's handwriting. Oh, yeah, Manny, of course. Yes, it's the other one killed Manny. I see. In that case,
Ooh, did you figure something out?
This note was found in Alabasta. Specifically, it was found being firmly grasped by Damask II.
Firmly grasped.
Firmly
Damask the
grasped.
second, and this note. Right.
Yes.
Firmly
It
grasped.
was a request from
Spear.
the Phoenix. The sphere. What could
What
be
could
the
be the
symbolism
symbolism?
for Damask II to steal the Primadou statue? What? Manny tried to steal Alabasta Primadou statue? We would know for sure if we could run a handwriting analysis. Ambassador, do you have any documents that were handwritten by Mr. Cochin? Yes, I can gather a few and give them to you.
Oops,
Trust
they all
Detective
got
Cochin.
burned in the fire.
I can't believe that Manny would even think of doing something like this. He's a former criminal. No idea why I requested to the statue. There is only one possibility, but mind you, it's just my personal speculation. Anything you can tell me would be of great help, Ambassador.
Who is Manny again?
Manny was his secretary who died.
Okay.
And also...
Can you go to profiles
the
to remember
person-
what he looks like?
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you.
Because we can use profiles now.
I meant to say please.
This guy.
Ooh, he is
And he killed
He
CCU,
is
who was
a-
Callisto Yu's sister.
Oh, that's
But
great.
they were in league.
That's the word I'm looking for.
They
Not
were-
rugged.
they
Like
were in
rugged
league
but bad.
for the smuggling ring.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up?
Totally different characters.
Oh, this poor fucking guy.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that jawline. Ooh, he take care of you.
Okay, back to what we were doing. Hello. You're going to tell us something. Oh, I love talking to this guy. He's my favorite.
Watch as like a little scroller bar shows up on the side of
Oh, please no.
all of the talking things.
I believe that you said you might have an idea as to why Mr. Cochin hired Damask. Actually, I fear it might be my fault. As I was telling you earlier, we were to determine which statue was the real one as part of today's event.
But because of the Yatagarasu and the fire here, that got cancelled, didn't it?
Ha! I'm actually relieved the rest of the event has been cancelled. For you see, the Babel statue, well, it's just a replica. We know. And did Mr. Cochin know about Babel's Primadou statue? Of course he knew. That's why he was the only person I could consult with. We'd have to do something once our statue was revealed as a replica. As to be expected, I was very nervous today, as this would impact our country's authority. Yes, I understand. Well, when I told Manny my concerns, he said, let me handle it, it'll be alright. I'll find a way to make sure you're the ambassador of the reunited code off here. At the time, I thought he was trying to cheer me up. Yeah, it definitely, they swapped him because it was the real one. But when I saw the note, I realized he was serious. Mr. Cochin conducted a lot of business behind your back. I assume he did that to ensure that you are the next code officer in the back. So. But why was... Oh my god. Why was trying to... Why was he trying so hard?
I'm gonna have a sip of water.
I've run out. He was so much better at getting things done than I ever was or ever will be. I don't know the answer to why he was trying so hard yet. But I suspect he had an ulterior motive in mind, beyond simple kindness. Oh! Oh, hey, here you are, Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe, have you collected all the information that I requested? Yup, got it right here,
he does
sir.
look kind of donk.
Yeah, here you go, Kay. Feel free to take a look. It's for you after all. Oh, phew.
What is all this, Gummy? It's a real Glock.
It's
Oh,
a gun. Can I give...
I
Kay a
loaded
gun?
it and everything.
Oh, shit, bang!
Oh, muzzle away from your face, Kay.
It's,
Trigger discipline.
it's all the information on this room and I got from the embassy and the Interpol people. Now we know exactly how this room was before the fire.
Oh, no.
Good work, detective. Oh, it's nothing, sir. I'm an expert at getting people to talk.
Wow, you two remind me so much of my dead dad and Uncle Bad.
I'm not going to be your father.
I could have an alive dad.
What do you mean?
You know what, Edgeworth? I bet you wanted an alive dad when you were my age. As the prosecutor and
Damn it!
detective, your dynamic
She's
is just
right.
like theirs back in the day.
Fine, I'll sign these
Right.
damn documents.
Yay! Oh my god, do you want to play catch?
He does it out of
Will you
spite.
take me to my...
No.
We have to go to a purity dance.
What?
It means we go to church and we publicly announce you're not going to let me sleep with anyone until I get married. It's not at all weird.
Is that what you
Oh,
want?
absolutely. Well, oh my god, yeah. In the U.S. anyway, in some parts, it's so creepy.
That is weird.
They got like their own rings. It's really gross.
I've heard
Like-
about it. Yeah, I've heard about it.
It's only in like some places, but it's super creepy. Well, don't you worry. I'm gonna find my own wonderful partner someday. And when I do, I'm gonna become a good Yanagarasu just like my dead father, alright? Without the dead part.
Please don't ask me questions I don't have answers to, Kay. However, I can say that it is truly a wonderful thing to find a partner you can trust.
Well, what's creepy, I wouldn't call it a... I mean, it's so gross. It's call it a ceremony, and I know you just... Because the girls who do that are usually prepubescent, so most of them don't even fucking know what they're agreeing to, especially because education for uber Christian girls when it comes to sex ed is not very good in some parts of the US, or just if you're stuck in that area and that's where you happen to go to school. So it's so gross.
This Real Talk Tangent was brought to you by
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's
Brought
fine.
to you by fucking America.
Oh, I need to click.
God, I'm pretty sure child marriage is still allowed to some degrees in my
Okay.
state. We've also got anytime we get in the news, it's for having stupid governor like candidates, and also because we keep letting religious people not take their kids to the hospital because if
Oh,
God
God.
wants them to live. Yeah. Someone did a protest where they laid a bunch of a bunch of people did, but they laid a bunch of child-sized coffins on the Capitol step.
Oh, God, okay.
But like, there's no fucking reason to keep. Anyway,
Yeah.
what now, Mr. Edward?
Well, I'd like to ask you for a favor.
Yes.
That gadget, Mr. Thief, is it? That thing you
I
call
knew
your
it.
secret weapon.
Oh, you mean Little Thief? Heh, you're coming to rely on it, aren't you?
This is the second time we've
Yes.
used it. What? Hold it!
Sorry, I should talk back to my father.
Stop this now! I don't need a crutch like that. I'm only asking because it would help with the investigation.
Whoops, I was
From the
starting to suspect
information
that it would come out, and I didn't
Detective
want to say it
Gumshoe
out loud.
gathered
If
and-
that made it true.
The ambassador testimony. I'd like to recreate the room, please, as it was during the fire. I thought it was as well, to be honest.
Got it. All right, here we go. Dark skies of evening, when no other bird dares take wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Team Rocket, now witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood.
Team Rocket never succeeded, Kay.
What? Oh, I suppose not.
Oh! Literal fire. It seems there are
Real fire.
other things. It actually hurts. Other things
Ooh,
besides
look at
what
the
the ambassador.
They're like radioactive afterwards.
It's possible that we might find the escape route. The person Kay saw use as well. Oh, what is this? There's some kind of light show.
This is the power of a true vigilante. It's recreating the room with the info I inputted.
Really? That's interesting. I shouldn't be commenting on this because who cares?
I know, right?
I believe it's about time we return to our investigation. Cool.
I don't like this mechanic because all it does is add tons of padding, especially
Yeah.
to this case that's already been monstrously long. So we're
Yeah.
gonna have to backtrack for no reason and be drip-fed information.
Yeah. You know the piece of information it refuses to give us? Fucking
For no
fireplace.
reason.
The fireplace that I have been ranting about since the first time we went in there. This grandfather clock, it was apparently in a different position before the fire. According to the staff members, the clock was flush against the wall, sir. Which means that most likely it was moved by someone during the fire.
Speaking of which, it's totally 11 o'clock now, but I don't hear any chiming.
Huh? That's odd. It was still chiming right on the every morning.
Are
Maybe
you
the
alright?
fire damaged its internal mechanisms or something. I'm fine! Master Paleo, may we take a look inside the clock? Sure, go right ahead. Dr. Gumshoe, if you would please inspect the insides of the clock. Yes, sure, I'm on it. Mr. Edgeworth, I found this inside. It's wire. It looks like length of wire.
I'm beside the clock.
This is what caused the clock to stop chiming. Is it like Hitman wire? But what was
do you
the long
mean?
length of wire doing inside the clock? Like the sort of wire you'd strangle someone with.
Oh,
Could be the
I
murder.
didn't know that was
Ah,
because
why would someone do this to such a valuable clock?
It sounds like it wasn't Mr. Polito that put the wire in there.
Then perhaps it was Mr. Cochin's killer who did. Examine.
It looks like one of the Baba Lee's knives was already missing before the fire began.
So it would seem, especially since the other two knives handles were bound away. So the Bowley's knife was the murder weapon in the other case, and the wire's the murder weapon in this case.
The remaining handle was swapped out with the handle from
The
the
wrong one,
real
that's it.
murder weapon. And Babal's national treasure was stolen. Poor Babel, don't you think?
I don't care. I'm not sure I would lump the replica statue in with the rest of Powell's wounds. Okay, I've been avoiding it, but let's look at the fire.
Real quick, did I tell you that apparently at least one person on Twitter has decided that that the whole concept of himbos is predatory and bad?
You did.
Well, did I tell you? Because
These
somebody was like fetishizing someone's lack of intelligence and disability, whatever. It's like, well, first of all, being a ditz doesn't mean you're not allowed to have sex. And also, it's so stupid.
Himbo is like a
A
stupid
himbo is a
man.
himbo, so a big, dumb, gorgeous man. Gumshoe is a himbo.
Yeah.
Full stop. Or from the Marvel movies, arguably a himbo, especially in Ragnarok, lesbian icon. Who's got? I'm trying to think of from Kingdom Hearts who has major himbo
Alright, let's
energy.
get back on track. These must have been large green
Well, it
flames
is
and master
The
planets.
airhead slut. With flames like these, it's no wonder he couldn't get in.
Okay.
Himbo is a little bit more female
It
gaze.
is, yeah.
Specifically, it's not just like a dumb, ripped guy, but it's like a caring guy versus a
Yeah.
bimbo, which is just a dumb plastic airhead sex doll woman, basically.
Okay, by the time you came into this room, had the fire already been put out?
The fire died out or something by that time.
Then the fire is here only burned. The fire in here only. Fuck. The fire in here only burned from the time the fire started on the third floor until the Artigrasu appeared and caused a stir in Babel, I suppose.
I guess Mr. Polino was just lucky enough to run into this fire as it was burning, huh?
Yes, you could put it that way. And since you were the first to discover the body, we can assume that no one else entered the room. No one other than the person you were chasing, of course.
Knew it! That person I saw was definitely up to no good!
Well, they were not gonna be.
I mean, that person could even be Mr. Cochin's killer!
That is very likely to be the case. After all, the person came into this room before you, and must have chosen this room precisely because they knew no one would be in here.
Okay, then maybe the green fire was where it was to prevent anyone from coming in? But then, what did the person set on fire to make the green flames?
We've already worked this out.
What could it
Well, whatever it was, I thought it was fire.
And since the fire's green, well, we've seen something that burns green, right? My farts when I light them on fire. Check it out.
No,
It's a bit
stop.
tinier than these flames, but you get what I mean.
I've adopted you now. That means you have to be
I haven't eaten
distinguished.
in a while, but you get me some garbanzo beans. Whew. That's what I call a show.
Yes, and I do believe that what you
I
are
wanna
thinking
see.
is, Gumshoe, I'm going to deduct your pay if you say that again.
Oh.
You are thinking is exactly why the flames are green. Which fire-related
Oh,
piece of
shit.
evidence? What could it be? Whatever could it be?
I am a lawyer.
This The body, the knife, the key, the statue, the
Phoenix,
document,
The spear.
the
Phoenix. The spear.
the ink, the note, the passion flowers, the statue. I don't know!
That was the spear that caught the statue. I guess that perfume is flammable.
It's this one.
Yes.
That's not the perfume. This silhouette lantern, its green flame comes from the white crystal oil burning in it.
That's the fire I was thinking of too. I love the green it gives off. Very radioactive.
I think we've now established that the green flames are caused by white crystal oil. Furthermore,
My teeth are falling out. Oh.
we know that there is only one other thing made of white crystal oil.
Oh, you mean that thing Mr. Polino was mistaken about, right?
Yes, precisely, as we found out earlier in our investigation. And what? I don't get it. Can you fill me in, sir? Fine, I suppose I'll explain it in a way that you can understand. Let's present it. Oh my
Anyone
god.
have crayons?
We've got ink. Baverly's ink is made from white crystal oil. Oh, so it should burn the same color as the flames in the lantern, right? Yes, precisely. However, the green flames in this room were not from a bottle of Baverly's ink.
I kind of agree, but also I have to wonder if it's one of those things where it's kind of different when it dries versus being in the bottle.
Yeah,
So who knows?
you're right there, it probably would be.
Because we found the ink Mr. Cochin used on his desk, right?
Yes, however, we know that Mr. Cochin was smuggling the ink in massive quantities. Now, what do you suppose he made using all that ink? I believe what he made with that ink is the answer to what gave birth to the green flames. It's the stack of papers that burn up.
I'm beginning to really feel the energy coming from you, Mr. Edgeworth.
It would appear that I finally found it. Smuggling's real goal. Made of Baverly's inks, this is the source of the green flames. The
Documents, I guess.
Oh. Right? The counterfeits.
Yeah, made with Baverly's ink. It's hard to tell they're fake.
I didn't read that bit, but
Well,
I
you
just
should.
assumed. I should have, you're right. What would consume that great volume of ink to make? That would be the counterfeit bills that the smuggling ring made and are circulating in Zengfar.
King! You're saying that it was Mr. Cochin who made the counterfeit bills? I love that.
I love how you
sprite.
changed
so
the
funny.
voice slightly.
Like, look at her.
It's like, you know you're doing that, and it's like,
Wait, listen, what the heck is going on around
what
here?
the heck is going on? I believe you could even go as so far as to say that he stole Babel's printing press. Ambassador Mr.
Well,
Coach.
did he steal it or did he
Mr. Cochin had.
steal it?
No, he
I
actually.
didn't read the quotation marks.
He actually stole it, unlike you. Permission to freely use the printing press, correct? Why, yes, and I do remember seeing him use it in the middle of the night, but never did I think he was using it for
He
such a
was
foul deed.
fucking it.
I thought he was just printing out porn.
Black and white, the classy kind.
Because of your security crimes, you will need to be investigated as well. Ah, yes, I suppose so. We've caused a bit of trouble for you, a few countries, haven't we? It's my duty to search out all who shielded Mr. Cochin and concealed his crime. For they are the ones who started the fire in order to destroy the evidence.
We didn't start the fire.
Damn it. I was like, is Debbie going to make a we didn't start the fire joke? Sure enough.
Blah, 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 Beverly's Ink, investigation. I don't know the song well enough. Yadiga, Rusty, green flames, blah, blah, blah.
Gumshoe's nearly there, isn't it?
You need to ask the Phoenix.
What? That's...
He's gonna move on. And like everyone joins in.
Oh my god. Detective, you took part in the initial investigation in Babao. Yep, sure did. I also helped put out the fires. But the first fire took me by surprise. I had a tough time escaping the 5th floor. First I tried the elevator,
it's always
but I guess someone else had the same idea, because it was... If I hadn't remembered to use the
Slow
stairs,
down.
I'd have been much worse. I'm just so, like, I know everything that's going on, and I'm trying to get through all the same thing we've heard 8 times. Wait, that's odd. We always warn our staff that in case of a fire, it's dangerous to use the elevator. Oh.
Wrote it in a fit of panic and stupid.
Detective, did you see the Yatagarasu that came into the Bowley's embassy at all? I didn't personally, and the other staff members told me that they never got a good look at the person either, sir. I wonder if you could tell me a bit more about what you discovered, Detective.
That's weird.
Oh god, okay. Wolfie, don't call me out like this. The second the fire broke out, around the time the Yatagarasu was spotted in Alabas. That's also when a suspicious person was spotted in Babo, which made me panic. So no one was able to get a good look at this Yatagarasu that entered Babo. Yeah, all they saw was a mysterious person wearing a long coat. But that's not enough to make a positive ID, you know? Still, it was... oh my god. Still, it was enough to make the people who received the calling card panic even more. God, so much dialogue.
Long coat. Sounds like the exact same person I saw.
Good logic.
Yeah.
The
What's that song?
Ah, no.
It's a short shirt, short skirt,
Uh,
long jacket, long jacket.
I know what you're talking
Whatever.
about.
The moment has passed.
The Yatagarasu that appeared in Alabas was proven to be just a fabrication, a shadow. In
A
the
fake,
light,
a falsehood, a
in the-
phony, a doppelganger, a clone.
A mirage, an illusion. In light of the fact the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babel is also a suspect.
You can't be serious! Not when we're this close to capturing the avatar! I mean the fake! I mean, Callisto, you!
What? So the
Callisto,
Yatagarasu
you-
appeared. She just like appears out of nowhere like Larry did earlier.
She burrows out of the floor.
I heard the name.
She crawls out of a ceiling vent.
Oh,
What are you
God.
talking about?
Nothing, it's not important.
Okay.
So the Yatagarasu appeared because caused mass confusion, killed Mr. Coach, and then disappeared. By the way, Detective, why did you not chase the Yatagarasu? I did, but well, embassy is huge, sir. I got separated from the other staff members I was with and was lost for a while there. You didn't even memorize the layout of the building you were to guard, Detective? I'll be sure to do that from now on, sir. But you know, it was thanks to me being lost that I was able to come here and rescue Kay. Oh, is that a fact? Yeah, it was when I was lost and wandering in the hallways, sir. When I heard a scream I headed towards it right away. God. So
That's when I found Mr. Cochin's corpse!
yeah, I thought it sounded like her, so I got real worried and ran as fast as I could.
It was thanks to Gummy that Miss Sheena wasn't able to take me away! He covered for
Beep,
me until you got here, Mr. Edgeworth!
Beep, 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 beep.
What's that?
Oh, I see. So he can be useful once in a blue moon.
Moons are nasty.
Still, it's too bad that Agent Sheena got here before I did. I wonder where Agent Sheena was before you found her here. Well, just before I
He was
got
plugged into the wall,
I saw her
recharging.
coming out of the door next door. The door next door, next to the fireplace. Agent Sheena mentioned something about chasing the Yatagarasu herself earlier. Well, she apparently helped in putting out the first fire. Then during the second fire, I heard she was busy chasing the Yatagarasu. She seems to be a very dedicated agent. You would do well to learn from her. Oi. Why are you pointing at me when you say that, sir? Okay, we've examined everything in this office, but there's
God.
one thing that bothers me. Perhaps I should ask Ambassador Pellinger about it. No, I don't want to talk to him
No.
again. Ambassador
At least they
Pellinger.
didn't make us walk like 3 inches to the
Yeah,
left.
that is nice. Ambassador Pellinger, there is something I've been meaning to ask you. Yes? About
You
this
do
office.
want a massage?
No! It appears to be me. It's very similar to Ambassador Alba's office. For example, the location of the fireplace and the position of the grandfather clock. Oh, yes, that's right. You've also paid a visit to the other side. Our two embassies actually used to be one. Yes, I know. Even the pamphlet mentioned that. Which is why even Edgeworth is like, I've heard this before. Which is why the building has a bilateral symmetry. Okay. So no matter which room, the location of the fireplace and likely the same. Even where the arch is located in the same as my is the same. As my room is currently under renovation, we worked hard to make Manny's room look like the ambassador's office.
You mean for your handshake photo with the Jammin' Ninja?
Yes, that's right. I mean, what's a photo like that worth if it's not taken in the ambassador's office? Yes, another odd expression of Bowers' obsessively competitive spirit with Alabaster I take. Thank you, Ambassador. That piece of information is all I needed to connect the dots. Connect the dots? Well, anyway, I'm glad I was able to be of some help.
Oh, I wonder what shape it will be.
It's logic time.
Oh, it's an elephant. How quaint.
Okay.
Where is Sheena's location? What does it say about that?
She appeared from the room next door.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just, you know... I'm going to try and put these together.
Oh, yeah, doy.
I wasn't sure at first, but we know the other fireplace is a turning one, so... The Alabastine and Babyliss sides of the building are symmetrical to each other. As we know to be a fact, then the room's fireplace may also hide a secret passageway.
A secret passageway!
I'm not going to be loud and jammy about how right I was, but I was. In Alabast, the fireplace turned out to have a revolving back wall.
A revolving wall! It sounds like something out of a ninja house!
Wow! There was a trick like that built into the fireplace, sir? What? This embassy holds that kind of secret? There seems to be a lot more about this room that you don't know, Ambassador. I guess it's time to pay the bill for letting Maddie do so much of the work for me. Please, I really want to know about the real Maddie. And what do you know about this room?
Let's get to the bottom of this!
Yes, let's do that.
And then I will
Agreed.
get to the
And
bottom.
my first thought is that it's likely the killer used the revolving fireplace. Oh.
Why are we being gentle with you? Oh, I see. It looks like just another fireplace, though, doesn't it? So how do you turn it again?
In Alabast, I had to push where the X was on the fireplace, on the far wall. Oh, I see. The X back there, sir. Let's see what happens if I push it. Don't do that, you dumbass. Ah, you scared me, sir. There is something about this fireplace that lies in contradiction with the facts.
Huh? But we found an X where you thought there'd be one, right?
We did, but that's not what I'm referring to. Something is missing from the scene. I don't know what it is. What does this contradiction mean? So there was ashes in there, wasn't there? What's his knob said? I wouldn't trust... Do you see ashes in there?
It doesn't look like it. Those look fresh.
Yeah, because he was all like, there's ashes in there. I remember him saying it. Is this spot somehow connected to any evidence I hold?
Yeah, because there's a pile of ashes there.
Didn't he give us a testimony?
He
did. That's his testimony. Very funny. Ambassador Pineo, you said that you burned... It's just a character that I have. Yes, I burned quite a few files this morning. And after you did, you forgot to clean out the ashes from the fireplace. That's right, but why are you asking? And why are you making such a scary face? This is just natural. I'm sorry. I admit I am a bit intimidating when I'm serious.
Oh my god, he's so
In any case, take a good look at this fireplace and tell me what you find odd about. Let's see. Ah! Where did all the ashes go? Logic time.
Oopsie poopsie! That's weird. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Edgeworth?
You don't really think that Ambassador Pineo is lying to you? No, there's a reason for him to lie. There's no reason for him to lie. And I don't believe his testimony is wrong either. It is the fireplace that is causing the contradiction. Okay, I wonder if you might update the fireplace for me.
You got it! I let in the ashes from the burnt files and...
I have succeeded!
I was thinking more she just doesn't know how to use her fucking remote and accidentally detonates the whole room.
Oh my god, that's good too.
Oh no, what did she say?
Oh, it wasn't important. Well, it
She
was
just said,
nothing.
nothing fucking happened.
All I did was follow where our leads led us to.
Oh, I sense it coming on. You're about to dazzle us again, right?
Oh, you mean that? Well, it's what Mr. Edgeworth is known for. There's really no
Okay,
need for
take
you
me
to
to-
dance around the name of what I'm about to do. But, you know,
Okay,
this game
cover
will
your
do it.
eyes.
Yes.
Ugh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Right. The reason! I got it! Eureka!
Yes!
The reason as to why the ashes are missing is simple. It's not.
Those were some incredible ropes, sir. It's not because someone cleaned them up, right?
No, because even if someone did sweep them up, the fireplace is too clean for
You
that.
got at least 10 feet.
Ambassador Paleo said that he spilled some Barley's ink while he was burning the files, and yet there is not a trace of spilled ink on the back of the wall anywhere.
I'll read a line and then it completely leaves my memory.
Oh, I have.
Like worse
I have
than
that.
if I'd never
I have
read
that with actual work.
Well then, I don't know what happened.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. Two sides were switched by using the revolving fireplace.
Here it comes again.
The
Kay,
ashes.
turn away.
Turn away, Kay. The ashes were removed.
I'll just do it into the fire
neighbor.
so the evidence burns itself off.
It's not real fire. Damn it!
Uh-oh. Well, this is a pickle.
Which means that this is a clear indication that the fireplace was used. Yay, we finally got there. It took way longer than me realizing it immediately, but we got there.
And you mean the person I was chasing disappeared from this room through there?
Yes, I believe the person you were chasing disappeared through the room from there and killed Manny Cochin. And after committing the
Wait,
murder,
hold
came
up,
through the
I'm
fireplace.
confused. All right, we'll start from the beginning.
We'll start
My
from the
name
beginning.
is Miles Edgeworth.
My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I'm returning home after a long flight.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, you figured out the killer's escape route.
Yes, I am pretty great, aren't I?
Hmm.
I have, but this is only the beginning. Now we have to chase the killer down. Well, Sheena, right? Because she appeared from next door.
Yeah, mysteriously. Oh, I was just using my built-in teleporter.
Don't you have it? If the killer
Oh,
used
but my
the
adopted
fireplace. Yes, he was.
He got it
Quite
implanted
good
into
at
his
using it.
brain.
Yes.
Sounds like a stand-up
Miles
guy.
Edgeworth. Just gets pulled back by the guards. Damn it! It's just hell on the other side. If the killer used the fireplace in this room to escape into the next, then it's only logical for us to talk with the person who is in the neighboring room.
And by talk, I
Well-
mean beat until we receive information.
Well, the person was... Oh, it was that person's turn. Yes, Detective. Agent
Will you
Sheena.
carry the screen? You need to do a better job.
I mean, that's pretty much what it was, so it's... no big deal.
Okay. It's looking more and more like Miss Sheena is the killer, isn't it?
Let's not jump to conclusions yet. We need to go through what we know so far and then explain it 5 times, and then we can say she's the killer.
And I will absorb none of it.
She came running straight into the room from the next one and instantly accused you. Furthermore, she
Yeah,
claimed
which
that...
bitch?
Yes, she kind of strangled you for like an hour. Claimed that it
I
could
know, look
only
at
have
the
been
prison.
you that killed Manny Cochin. I don't have proof yet. However, I know she's hiding something from us.
Okay then, why don't we go ask Miss Sheena herself?
No, not yet. There's something that needs to be done first. Detective Gumshoe. Sir, it's my turn to do something, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, I have a two-part special assignment for you.
I really need some headlight fluid for my Ferrari. Go get some, will you? Of course. I won't come back until I have tons. Yes,
done.
perfect.
First, I need you to run a handwriting analysis on Damask 2's note. Okay, I'll get the lab boys on it right away. Second, I want you to see if you can fit through the revolving fireplace. Right now, sir? No, next decade. Of course, right now. We need to test the hypothesis, don't we?
Go on, Gummy! You can do it!
All right, I'm gonna do this like a real man. Here I go, through the fireplace and back. You shouldn't need to psych yourself up for this.
Hey, why are you doing it, Edgeworth?
I'm distinguished. I would never do something like that. Wow, the wall inside the fireplace really did turn.
That's so neat! Now I want to try going through there too!
Really is a secret passageway. I'm still here. It would appear that the ash really was pushed into the other room. Furthermore, the Bramley's ink you spilled, Ambassador, is there on the back of the wall. Oh, okay, here I go, sir. Detective, I'd like you to go through there under the same conditions as the killer. Huh? There's all that ash there and stuff. And your point is, now we're short of time, so if you could please hurry through.
Aww.
Yeah, yes, sir. You get stuck.
Okay, so now we pretty much have the whole picture, right? He's covered in soot, and Edgeworth's like, that's unprofessional. You need to purchase new clothes immediately.
How could this happen to you during an investigation? No, not yet.
This is so shameful for me.
There remains a few mysteries to solve, such as the Yatagarasu's whereabouts, the other smuggling members of the ring, the 2 weapons that made it across the border, the key Miss Yu stole 7 years ago. In fact, we haven't figured out a thing regarding Miss Yu. How Miss Yu is related to these embassies. Yes, we have.
No, we've been here forever.
Yes.
Mr. Edgeworth.
A number of pieces connect in very complicated ways in this case. It's almost enough to make one completely mentally exhausted. Yeah, Edgeworth, you're right.
What are you saying, Mr. Edgeworth?
Calling
I
out
thought
the
you were the one who
writers.
said it's easy to follow the leads. If you follow the leads.
Was that supposed to be an impression of me, Kay?
If it's info gathering you need, Gummy and I can help with that. Then all you'd have to do is show off your fancy schmancy logical deductions.
Show off? Does it seem like I'm being boastful when I do that?
Complicate matters, okay, Mr. Edgeworth? We've been so focused, like a laser on my face. Is something on my on only what seems strange and out of place.
Guess I don't have a daughter anymore.
It's no wonder nothing's clicked and we haven't unlocked anything yet.
I have.
But
I'm not allowed.
if we think
to be smart.
through calmly, the answer should come to us.
Okay.
Who do you think is the killer? Just like at the top of her lungs, shaking him. That's the sort of thing I say to
Oh my
myself.
God,
I went pow. But I'm practicing how to unlock the padlocks, you know?
that is something that I hope practice doesn't make perfect for your sake.
Yeah, looks like you're back to your straight-laced self again.
Never call me straight
That makes
again!
sense.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back, sir. Yes, I can see that. Good work, detective. Why are you covered in soot? Looks like you can use that fireplace like a door.
Sending you home.
Yes.
Are you alright, Gummy? And suspending your pay.
I'm okay. It's just a bit of ash and dust, that's all. Your jacket has gotten quite filthy. I see the hem has practically turned black.
Yeah, well, what the fuck did you expect?
Yeah, well, quite a bit of the unburned ink got on it too, sir. I see. Thank you, detective. You did a fine job. I'll even pay for the cleaning bill for the trench coat. What? Oh, no, sir. I can never. There's just no coat. If it was a coat I actually cared about, then I'd get it clean. But, you know, I see.
You don't have
Very well,
money.
then. As you wish. Oh, well, I mean, okay.
So because Mr. Poor Pants was able to climb through the fireplace, we know it can be used, right?
Yes, but we've already said this! We actually learned one more important fact, and that... Sorry.
Is that it?
I will have to explain it to you later. Right now we need to deal with the handwriting analysis. Yes, sir, I'll be back before you know it. The handwriting analysis on Mr. Cushions' handwriting will take a bit of time. Let's go and wait in the Theatre Neutralis, along with Agent Lang and Agent Sheena.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
that section was
Sheena's been here the whole time.
the longest bit of fucking...
I know, I just wanted something to break up the
investigations.
segment.
Yeah, and there was way too much talking to the ambassador.
Chubb, you have a message on Discord.
Do I?
That's what it says on the bottom of your screen.
No, I don't.
What the fuck?
It's always like that. That's just how it is when you don't have a message.
But that's but it
I know, it's
no,
weird. Don't worry about it.
but I swear.
No, it would have 1 if there was.
Oh hell yes! What is he wearing? I forgot about
You
those.
forgot about his weird head crab sunglasses.
Yes, it's like Sheena has successfully possessed him. He is part of the army now.
Agent Lang. Lang Z says, little cubs never do they know the real fury of elder wolves. Am I smoldering yet? These quotes
Not
are
with
definitely
those
becoming increasingly difficult to decipher.
dick repellent on your face.
Sheena, you just got here and you're already roasting me.
Oh my god.
How can you? Why are you doing this to me?
Date.
Don't you want me to be happy? No.
No.
Oh.
I have never and will never want that for you.
And what does that mean? It means that you'll never really know how angry I can get.
Oh god, he's so hot.
Aye. Look at my fucking handsome face, Mr. Prosecutor. None of that was in the dialogue, Lang. The counterfeit bills made with Bowley's ink, they were all of Zhengfa denominations. Yes, so I heard from Miss Von Karma.
But we don't know where the play money has gone.
They must
I gave
not
it to
have
Gumshoe to
figured
occupy himself.
They must not have figured out yet that it was all burned. Ever since those things showed up in circulation, my country's economy had a big hit. Zhengfa is in financial chaos as we speak.
And Sheena wasn't there in the flashback where Kay was a child, right?
No,
But Lang was
no.
there for 2 seconds.
No,
So maybe
she
she's
wasn't.
been Sheena. Maybe she's been you the whole time.
Yeah, I think so. Because we can't tell the difference between our own bills and fakes. But it's not just the money. The citizens are also worried. I stalked the honor of the House of Lang on this. He got a restraining order against me, but I never stopped. And have come to this land to capture the mastermind behind the whole mess. I investigated how the bills were made and how the ink was smuggled into Zhengfa. This is my whole character thing. And I pursued the smuggling ring all the way here, but all you can think about is my hot abs. But tonight, this is where the final chapter is written.
Great.
I mean, I've seen better on a less masculine
Certain
man.
American.
American.
I prefer them leaner.
Despite my frantic efforts to change the smuggler down, someone got to him first.
Oh no.
And now I'm called
Oh,
to return home without a single answer. Agent Lang, don't start. It's not your fault.
Oh.
It's not anyone's fault, Mr. Prosecutor. And Mr. Elba, I'm sorry for all the trouble tonight.
Bye.
Oh no, it is I who should apologize. I was all because I was not strong enough. If only I was able to think of a better... Because you fool! Curse your empty brain! You're being too hard on yourself, Ambassador. I take full responsibility tonight. End of story. He's such a cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
Sheena, let's go. Time to return to our den.
Yes. I don't like to admit it, but there's not much else for us to do but go home as well.
Agent Lang, hold on a moment. Oh.
Hi!
You,
Ooh,
wolf women,
finally.
and the
Twice.
secretary lady. Hold it. Objection, pal. Detective Gumshoe, have you got the results of the handwriting analysis already?
Loading nervous sweats protocol.
Yep, and the note was definitely written by Mr. Cochin, sir. Just as I thought. Good work, detective. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. How long do you
Put them
intend
back
to hold
on.
us up for? Sorry to have made you wait, but I believe that now everyone is finally here, that we can kiss. No.
I want the world to see our love.
Agent Sheena, I'd like to
See,
ask you
right?
something,
I'm desirable.
if you don't mind.
I do mind.
How exactly did you fail to see the Yatagarasu
Your night vision should be impeccable.
when you were in the neighboring room to where Mr. Cochin was killed? I'd like you to explain that to us. What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! What are you doing asking her about something she didn't see? Agent Lang hasn't touched the Barbell investigation at all, so I suppose I'll need to explain a few things to him and the audience again.
Miles Edgeverse, I can't even begin to imagine what's going on in that head of yours.
And that is why I win cases. Oh no. Oh, sweet young, stupid Francisca. The only thing going on in my head is the pursuit of truth.
This is hilarious. Oh, it sounds like you have some sort of plan. Very well, I'll supervise you until the end.
Sigh. Is she seriously going to treat me like a subordinate for the rest of the day? You're not trying to pick a fight with my subordinate on some flimsy guess, are you? I'm not trying to pick a fight. I am picking a fight.
Oh
my god.
Yes.
I should have known that you and I are destined to fight it out to the very end, and then maybe the fighting will turn another way.
Let's start with a friendly game of Twister, though.
Yeah, that sounds good. It would appear that way.
Center day.
Oh.
This is amazing.
Well, I'll prove her innocence. So let's see what you got, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
They weren't drawing a second set of sprites.
With pleasure.
Really?
Opening argument. I'll discuss the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babal and establish exactly who it was the case saw. Agent Lang, I assume you've been briefed on case testimony. You mean the suspicious person in the coat that she saw?
Finally picking up.
That's right, yeah, it took a while, but it's finally picking up. That's right. The person is one of the keys to solving the case. Person who pretended to be the Yatagarasu. Pretended? What do you mean by that? I'll get to that in a second, but first I would want to review what the person K still did. K, if you would please explain what the person you were chasing did for us.
Okay, you got it! I first spotted the suspicious person near the open-air stage on the Babalee side. I called out to the person, but as soon as I did, that person ran off. I thought it was rather suspicious, so I immediately gave chase. What did you give him?
For the sake... God damn it! Okay. For the sake of argument, let's call this suspicious person the Yatagarasu. I can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe you've done this.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this. Now, please tell us what happened when you chased the Yatagarasu up to the 3rd floor.
Hello!
Oh,
she just zoomed in.
Pew!
Meow. 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 She knows, like, bitch, I can do that for real. And she just floats into the air and her legs transform into a giant motorcycle wheel. Yeah. Lang, hop on.
What?
I chased the Yatagarasu all the way up to the 3rd floor of the Babalese embassy. It was a pretty straight chase down the hallway. And Miles was like, ugh.
Oh, God,
until the sudden turn.
Don't tell me anymore. She's innocent. No.
Then the Yatagarasu disappeared around the corner, so I did my best to catch up.
No.
But my legs were tiny.
It's so
when
clear
I turned
what
the
happens.
corner, I know. When I turned the corner, I saw the Yatagarasu run into Mr. Cochin's office. I gave chase and ran into the room. What did you give him? Maybe we should hold on for whoops.
We can probably keep going with this bit because it's just explaining what happened.
But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the light, but then... Oh, shit! Ah! Who's there?
It's nice to get a break.
Yeah. By the time I turned on the lights, the Yatagarasu had disappeared. Poof.
When Kay entered the room, the person she was chasing was already gone. Why do you suppose that was, Agent Lang? What do you mean? Why do you suppose? Isn't it obvious? The person slipped out through the door behind the girl into the cover of darkness. Don't be a dumbass, Lang. I know it's your thing. Sorry, but I know for a fact that the person didn't escape through the door. Oh? And how do you know with such certainty?
Because I use my brain.
That's easy. I'm smart and you're dumb. If the Yatagarasu had left through the door, they would have
I'm
run
big,
right into
you're
this
little.
person. Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, fuck, that's
This
right.
person saw... I think I got it wrong.
Oh.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor.
Oh.
Are you sure you're not losing it? I haven't lost anything, and certainly not my mind. Maybe not.
How about your virginity? You and me. I mean...
That was a mistake. Wait, hold on.
You can't tell us
Right
to...
next to Mr. Coach's office, investigating.
Oh, Sheena.
Oh, right! I thought I couldn't present her.
They're trying to figure out... Lang was asserting that the Yatagarasu snuck around Kay and ran behind her out of the door while it was dark, but Miles is saying it couldn't happen because they would have bumped into somebody, and it would be Sheena.
Yeah.
Because she was also in the flashback going, "What the fuck is up?" or whatever.
Your answer is Sheena? Yes, because let's consider what would have happened if the Yatagarasu had used the door. When Kay screamed upon discovering Mr. Cochin's body, the Yatagarasu would have run right into Agent Sheena, who was just a room over. Ugh! Oh, look at the sweat.
Oh, it's so hot in here.
I have to. Oh, and he rips it off.
Ah, so much better. Now my
Lang,
muscles are all shiny and moist.
I'm trying to send your subordinate to jail.
Oh shit, right, sorry.
Agent Sheena.
But I'm not putting my shirt back on.
Fine, I'm fine with it. Would you mind?
Well, we could all have a shirtless party except the women.
I'm just gonna move on. Telling us if you saw the suspicious person in question.
No, I didn't see anyone.
You see? Therefore the Yatagarasu could fucking... It just means that the creep slipped out before Sheena made his way to the hallway. I doubt that as there was another person in that hallway, a certain detective.
Okay.
Detective
sort of right.
Gumshoe. Yeah, I was right. Where were you at that exact time? Me, sure. Well, when I heard Kay scream. See?
Oh God.
Fucking. I ran towards Mr. Cochin's office from the opposite direction to Sheena. So, Agent Lang, can you explain how someone could have eluded them both? Even you must concede that under the circumstances, the door is not a viable route. Gah! I'm gonna bet on it.
My God, Sir Edgeworth, you nailed him!
I wish.
With just an explanation of what happened!
Yes, I nailed him. I've eliminated one of the possibilities, possible escape routes from that room. But it is far from over. I need to make Agent Lang aware as well of yet another possible escape route the Yatagarasu may have taken. God damn it, I just want to go home. I get it now. So that's what you were trying to show me. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, let me guess. This is what you're trying to say, right?
Oh my God!
Yeah. Because the door is not a viable escape route, then there must have been another way out. Precisely. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, it's time to bust out with our revolving fireplace explanation, right?
What?
No, not quite yet.
It's ready. Let me get on my knees. Huh? But what?
Jesus.
I thought this would be the perfect time.
It just pans back to him and he's on his knees and you can only see his, hair.
All right, aim for me. Open wide, baby.
The revolving wall on the barrel east side is known only to 4 people. And if we are to use this information unwisely, the truth may escape us at the end. What's with all this whispering over there? Scared I'll figure out your tactics? Nothing of the sort, Agent Lang. Come, let's continue where we left off.
Come, I can do that.
That smug, haughty attitude of yours.
Yeah,
you really
you're
rubbed
real
me
haughty.
the wrong way, you know that? I wish you'd rub me the right way. Well, no matter. I figured you out already.
Right.
The only other possible escape route besides the door is the room's lone window. And since the eerie picture of said escape route exists...
so you think, bitch?
I forgot Francisco's here. Are you saying that this photo captures the moment of the Yatagara's escape? I guess Detective Bad must have filled him in on the photo. And filled him in on some other things. I have to admit that at first I thought the window to be a possible escape route as well. However, I now know that to be impossible. Now I realized that you may not know this, but...
Hello.
Bang!
She rolled up on the wheels in her feet.
Yeah. Humans can't fly!
I love their
Damn it, he
dual
got
point.
me! Humans can't fly. Of course I know that. That's bloody common
And then
sense.
Kay comes up and does the point.
Yeah.
Not unless they have pixie dust! And they're all like, oh, shit!
Besides, I never said I thought that was the escape route. I suppose not. Alright then, explain yourself. Shadow in this photo is not the Yatagarasu that Kay was chasing after. God damn it. You can say whatever you want in whatever language you want. But there's only one language I really understand. The language of love.
Body language.
And you're giving me some vibes right now.
Men in this country don't like a lot of blabber, Edgeworth.
I present to you the proof that the person Kay saw is not the same as the one in the photo.
The
Hold on.
language of flesh.
Photo
Wait, what?
Taken,
What are we looking for?
taken after the first fire on the 4th and 5th floors, and we're on the 3rd floor.
So
Okay.
someone who could have...
No, it's that. I think it's that one because this is 4th and 5th, and we were on the 3rd.
Thought we were going to profiles or something.
Let me explain to you precisely why the shadow is is this photo. In this photo, is not the Yatagarasu I saw. Kay spotted the Yatagarasu heading for the 3rd floor during the 2nd fire. However, the photo in question was taken just after the 1st fire. Gah! Okay, that wasn't the reason I gave, but whatever.
What was the reason?
I can have now.
Yeah! Oh, that's twice you've bit him in the butt now! If only.
We're not done yet. You still have to explain what the shadow is and how the Yatagarasu escaped. I don't suppose you can answer both, can you?
And what are you
Regarding the
doing
photo,
later? Are you
I
busy?
admit I am busy. I'm solving a case.
Shit.
Admit that we don't understand what it means quite yet. Ha! As I thought. However, Yatagarasu's escape route. Now that I can explain. You can? Well, go on, enlighten me. Even if I explain it, you'll try to find some flaw with what I have to say. You were busy heading up the Alabastine investigation, correct? In that case, I doubt you'd have much knowledge on the Beverly's case. So wouldn't it be best if you leave that side to your agent? I mean, she knows my subordinate. If I don't stick up for her, how can I look her in the eyes and call myself her boss? Ah, he's such a sweet boy.
Here, now you may look me in the eyes. Lang, it's all right. I can take care of him. Target acquired. Like right out of her tits.
Sure, yeah. Sheena.
You've shielded me a lot as my boss.
It's because I'm cool. Are you being nice to me?
Not even close. But it's time for me to prove my worth as advanced weapons technology.
I don't like that smile, man.
I know, she's so unsettling.
All right. If you're
I love
okay
her
with
design.
it. Yeah, it's good. Then you have my support.
I just like them together.
Finally. It's down to just
All right, I
Agent
shipped a
Shinoa
little.
herself. This is where the battle finally
Fine.
begins. She's still the murderer.
Now then, what is it you'd like to ask?
Let's see. Why don't we start with your movements inside the Babyliss embassy? Butter.
I guess her eye color isn't brown, it's pink, so she could theoretically be wearing contacts if anyone in this universe followed the rules of, like,
No.
pigmentation.
No. You think they
During the first Babyliss fire, I assisted in putting out the fire. I agree, Woofs. During the second fire, I was searching for the Yatagarasu that had appeared in Babal.
They look good together as a buddy cop.
Yeah,
That's what
I feel like it's like a Jesse and James situation where they're both gay, but also like simultaneously they're both married. Or at the very least, both roommates.
Yep, up you go. Woo.
While I was searching, I heard a scream coming from the next room over.
I used my X-ray
receptors
vision.
are very sensitive. Although I was in the next room, I was unable to catch a glimpse of the Yatagarasu. To be honest, I'm actually very skeptical that the girl's Yatagarasu even exists.
That would be convenient, wouldn't it?
And that is all I have to say. But I'm not lying when I saw a suspicious person run into Mr. Cochin's office. I've seen that picture, Wolfie, but you can't tell me they're both not gay, but they're like in love at the same time. It's a special case. Like I said earlier, I have no intention of retracting my testimony. Good.
That smile, man. Just
I
to
love it.
confirm, did you have a partner when you were on your investigation?
No, I moved alone.
In that case, you have no one to corroborate your alibi. Is that correct?
I mean...
Stop calling my friends suspicious! I don't have many of them!
We're not friends.
Oh.
It's just like, classic Sheena!
Yeah,
She's like,
classic. It's classic. She's so funny! And
Oh
it
my
wasn't
God.
when Agent Sheena tried to arrest Kay under the same rationale. God damn it! My own logic!
I'm fucking soaked
And
right
how
now.
about when you accused Larry because he was the weapon owner? God damn it!
Hello, remember me. Not that it's unexpected for that useless lump to get into such a situation.
Wait, who are you?
We fucking... So I suppose it's never a good idea to let mistakes go uncorrected.
No, seriously, did someone let a civilian in? Ow! Damn it.
Ha ha ha, I like this one.
I will make no excuse for what I did in that situation. Then you should apologize right now for making Kay out to be the killer pal. See, I can say
I put my sunglasses back on, I guess.
I'm sorry, Sheena. Apologize.
I will do no such thing. You are not my boss. I'm sorry. It's okay. I mean, I'm not under suspicion anymore, and I'm sure my neck ligaments can be moved back into place. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I believe so. Well, I never doubted you.
Yes, Kay, you
second.
will walk again.
And the same goes for me. I believe in Sheena.
A mistake, really.
No, don't let me down. Then let's put
Oh,
that to
don't
the
beat
test, shall we?
yourself
And see the theory.
Heh heh. This promises to be interesting.
Alright. I forget what she said in the actual thing.
Well,
During the
tell
first
us.
Beverly's fire, I assisted. Okay. During the second fire, I was searching for the attic.
I am equipped with a fire station grade hose.
While I was searching, I heard a scream come from the next room over. Although
The compartment is between my legs because the designer thought it would be funny. I have to admit, it's a little funny.
Hold on. Because she was in the other room, but by her logic, we've got to think about this as if she wasn't, even though we know she was. The person would have gone into the fireplace and out the other side where she was, right? So she would have seen the Adagarasu, surely.
Wait, can we press that
Oh, good point.
before we commit?
I mean, we've got plenty of backup.
Yeah.
You were unable to catch even a glimpse despite being in the next room, is that true?
I really hate to repeat myself.
I'm sorry for the inconveniencing you. However, I simply wish to make sure you're not misremembering something. We wouldn't want you to be
Impossible.
accused of lying later on, would we?
I can just access my search history.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! Stop being such a prick! Are you calling Sheena's testimony a lie? Yes. Agent Lang, I'm talking with Agent Sheena right now. So I'd appreciate it if you shut up. With your superfluous comments.
The grown-ups are talking.
Just pounces on him.
Oh, I feel kind of bad for him.
I don't.
He's clearly got some sort of condition.
However, I cannot turn my eyes away from the truth. Or from right.
Lang, I'm all right. And as for you, I think you should be focusing your doubts on that girl rather than me. And sleeping with one eye open.
And why is that? Okay. Shall we try with the fireplace stuff?
Well, let's see why she's
Hold on.
skeptical of that stuff.
Oh, you mean that next one? She's just saying, She's skeptical about the Yatagarasu existing
I don't
to
know if
get
that'll
her off the
give
hook.
us anything.
I don't think
I
so.
see.
It's just to be like, well, I mean, I guess it's just, it's that sort of last statement where it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
It's just capping it off. So what do we have? We've got this photo. Oh, that's on the 4th floor. Never mind.
I'm a lawyer.
Yes.
It always makes me laugh.
Yeah. This is my badge.
Did you know that I am an attorney?
I'm going to try it with the fireplace because that seems to be the only thing that links the walls together. Being in the
Yeah.
room next... Oh, the music stopped. Yay. The room next to Mr. Cochin's office is the problem with your testimony.
Error.
Mr.
Error.
Prosecutor!
Reboot,
I don't see what the
reboot.
problem you're
Hello,
talking about is.
My name is Gina.
Oh no, hold on. I just gets a screwdriver. Alright, let's just take a second.
You just like whacks her a couple times.
Okay, we're
Just
good.
need some percussive maintenance. Hem. Thank you. Do that
I
again,
skipped my
and
own
I will
line.
blast off your hand.
Oh,
Alright.
you mean how it connects to the office or the room next door? What about it? Well, Alabasta, it's the cornered music, isn't the only country with secret connection in fireplaces. What? Oh, I thought we'd start. Oh no, we didn't tell them. We just discussed it with Kay. The fireplace in Mr. Cochin's office holds the exact same secret. What?
What?
The Yatagarasu didn't escape through the door to the room or the window. The escape route was through the revolving fireplace wall and into the next room.
Sorry, my circuits just exploded.
Now do you see? If the Yatagarasu had escaped into the next room, then the thief would have run straight into Agent Sheena. Meaning that it's impossible for her to have missed the Yatagarasu. Yeah! Well,
What is the meaning of this, Miles?
I'm solving your case. Well, would you care to explain, Agent Sheena? How would you manage to completely miss the fleeing Yatagarasu, or shall I? Oh, God.
Power outage?
Your claim that you were in the next room was a lie all along, wasn't it? The truth is, you were the wrong Kaisor in the coat. Pretending to be the Yatagarasu, and you were the one she chased after. As you tried to lose her, you ran into Mr. Cochin's office and headed for the fireplace. Then you shed your coat in the next room, leaving it there to emerge as Shinar. After that, you came back around the place, Kate, under arrest.
Did we go into the other room and was there a coat in there?
We never went in because that would make sense. Does that sound about right? If not, then speak now or forever hold your peace. Ooh. How dare you make Kay look like the bad guy when you're dismissed from pal?
Error. Bzz, bzz,
Oh,
bzz.
wait, I think I know what's happening.
Uh-oh, here it comes! Here it comes!
Oh, he's just like, I'm on this side now, I don't trust her anymore. Sheena? Should we switch?
We'll kind of morph it into each other.
Yeah, okay.
He.
Ha, 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 ha. I was right!
Wolfie, what does your name mean? Because Wolfie looked this up and was like, oh!
That laugh.
That laugh!
Ha, ha, ha,
So
ha.
unsettling. I remember this irritating laugh. It couldn't be. It mustn't be. I see, Wolfie.
Why am I so sweaty all of a
I
sudden?
bet it means like reborn or something.
Brr, I'm getting chills down my spine.
It can't be. The sound of Francisca's. Never mind.
Sheena,
But it has to be.
what's wrong
You just
with
hear like a. Oh, she's so
I'm
cute.
sorry. It was so funny that I couldn't help laugh. Funny, you say? Yes, you'd accuse me of being the Yatagarasu. The prosecutors of this country really are all so very strange.
Do you think you can get away with this by simply laughing it off?
So-
You bitch! And she like jumps across the room.
Whoa!
And then I have to like grab her. Let me go!
You broke my heart! Wait, who
I'll
are,
break your neck!
who are you? You think I'm taking things too lightly? I think not. It's the prosecutor who is.
It's the prosecutor who is.
Look, everything you said earlier is nothing more than mere speculation. The Yatagarasu fled through the fireplace. Do you have any proof to back up your claim? If you don't, then you haven't proven a thing regarding the Yatagarasu escape route. A couple weeks ago, I messaged you when I started thinking that she and I was the same person. I was like, it's kind of ironic that we've both done voices for her.
Yeah.
The tone of...
She's done that pose before, Whoops, and we were like, oh.
With me now has certainly changed me. That's because it's been a while since I've had this much fun. I think I'll let loose, and then we can have a real battle of wits. For an agent of Interpol to show me the true power of her mind,
Mine does too, Whoops.
It is a great honor. Ha! Don't underestimate me. I'm not some foolish broad, you know. I know. And that is why I won't hold anything back either, as I answer your question. My question? Here is the proof that the revolving fireplace wall in Bubba was used recently. The ashes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where are they? Hold on.
I liked Robot Sheena. I know, Wolfie.
I liked Robot Sheena too. We can go back if you want.
We can do both, depending on what we feel like. I mean, she's probably going to be very you from here on out.
Oh, okay. No, sorry, I forgot about this.
Oh, me too.
Because this has it on there, doesn't it? Ink and shit. I'm sorry, but is this really your honest answer to my question? Yes. According to Ambassador Paleo's testimony, he said that he was burning some documents in the fireplace with Mr. Cochin. Oh. The ashes.
Like the murderous robot roommate.
Yeah, of what they... No, me too. Like, I was like, but she's also mad about this. Is so funny.
Yeah, I know.
The ashes of what they burned were left in the fireplace.
Me
so
too,
they should
Wolfie.
have been there. Yeah, I think I would have preferred that too if she'd replaced it.
Because Sheena has such a cool design and she's great with Lang.
However, when we went in to investigate the room, the ashes weren't there. Why is that a problem? Maybe someone cleaned them up. Unfortunately for you, Ambassador Paleo said that he forgot. And so the question remains, why were the ashes missing? The answer is simple. When the Yatagarasu went through the fireplace wall, the ashes were pushed into the next room as well. The movement of the ashes that were in Mr. Cochin's office is my proof. Ha! 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 It's kind of weird when she does the forward pose, because she kind of looks a bit squashed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just what is so funny? Call back line. Ash is proof?
Oh, good
Not even
point,
Misty?
Wolfie.
Are you even allowed to submit
That's
such
Lang
flaky
gets
evidence in
sad.
court? See,
Dude, Sad Lang would be amazing.
that we recognise. Yeah, I want to see Sad Lang.
That would have been a... You still wish to fight us?
Yeah, I'm gonna put up a fight.
It's no, Wolfie. I was the one who was like, ooh, yeah, and then Lang would be really sad and miserable and guilty.
And upset.
Bet he'd need some comfort. Oh, God.
It still might happen. You never know. It might be that like she was taken out a while ago.
I doubt it.
But I don't know. What was I? Hold on. Of course. Why wouldn't I? In that case, let me hear a counter-argument. Ha! My counter-argument, huh? This really is just like being in court. Well, to me, we're simply continuing from where we left off all those years ago. I have no idea what you're talking about, bitch. Like everyone's like, we got it.
I'm a greater threat. I'm a greater threat than ever since I had my cybernetic implants.
It doesn't matter. If we're at a crime scene or in court, let's finish this here and now. I suppose
No, poor Lang.
I've had a lot of fun today, but I grow weary of this game of cat and mouse. Let's make this the last testimony and wrap this up once and for all. Oh my god, we're already at the last
And the loser dies! And Miles is like, wait, what? Princess is like, don't
I'm
die.
ready with the gun! In my eyes, all you've proved is that the rotating fireplace was used. But you can't really call that proof the Yatagarasu used the fireplace, now can you? So then, who was it that used the rotating wall? Show me your answer with real evidence. Remember, we've already finished our very thorough investigation, and we found not a single suspicious thing. I think there's another section in Mr. Cochin's office, because we haven't brought down the smuggling ring. There's an accomplice. There were two. Because it's the other side that we haven't got to yet.
I'm gonna be so mad if like Lang's in on this somehow. I don't think he is, but if he's like an accessory and gets arrested,
it's definitely one of the ambassadors. Which one? I'm not quite sure yet.
Oh, that's right, Wolfie. That's why we haven't been there yet.
But I gotta admit, if we have to then go and arrest an ambassador, it's like this is the boss fight right here.
Yeah.
And there you go. Have it. My counter argument. She is the villain of this game. Ah,
love it.
That's very impressive. She has seen through to fact. She's seen through to the fact that I have yet to gather the one piece of evidence. What is it, Kay? I haven't had a peep out of you in a while now.
If you don't think you can handle it, feel free to leave the rest of it to us. But I...
Kay, pull yourself together! You are the true heir to the Yatagarasu name, are you not? And now kind of heir to the Edgeworth name, whatever. Let's just move past it. If you want to steal the truth, then you must never take your eyes off it. This chase you're running to catch the truth, you must see it through to the very end. Aw, he's being a dad.
Aw, you are good at this. You're right. I will see this through to the end. So, you go get her for me, Mr. Edgeworth.
With pleasure.
I'm going bowling.
They're both so jammy right now. Looks like a lack of evidence has left you wide open, doesn't it? Sheena, please.
Could you stop fucking talking?
Show me you're someone I can trust.
Oh, ouchies. My heart.
I love this. I'm living for this.
Okay, the investigations were dull, but this is some of the best stuff in the entire game.
Seriously. I love that kind of shit.
Don't worry. This will be the deciding match, you'll see. I'm truly sorry, Agent Lang, but I can't simply allow her to escape me again. Very well. It's kind of sad. Agent Sheena, shall we begin? I'm ready whenever you are. Oh my god. Please tell me I would like to see
that Lang's like, please give me a reason I can trust you, like after multiple failed attempts on his life from her.
Yeah. And who was it in the original report? Show me real evidence. Remember, we've already finished our investigation and we have not found a single suspicious thing in Mr. Cochin's office. Didn't we find like 8 suspicious things in his office? Hold on, let's look through. So obviously dead bodies, the knife, but that was for the other murder.
Why don't we press her first and see what she means?
On this one, yeah. Good point. I was going to look at the evidence.
Yeah, you're so trigger happy.
I'm sorry. So you really didn't find anything? Yes, as I said, not one suspicious thing. Although, as you already know, we did find the Yatagarasu's key and the document dealing the smuggling report, but we still haven't found the blade that belongs to the Babalese knife handle yet. Ha! You see, my subordinates work hard to investigate everything, so there was nothing else to find, alright? Wow, Agent Lang really sticks up for his people. Lang Z says, all men are brothers, and friends become family. So you see, my people are my family, and their families are my family too.
It's a rather large family you have there.
Still better than ours.
God.
Yes, but as we all know, there's always one black sheep in any family. And though it pains me,
homosexual.
Agent Lang, you will know that, well, not for us, the black sheep in your family.
Oh, that's right.
So, do you actually have any proof that the Yatagarasu uses the fireplace passageway?
No, I haven't found any yet.
Then what are we going to do?
There's no need to worry, because there is a loophole in Miss Interpol agent's argument we can exploit first, apparently. The one in charge of the Babalese investigation was not Agent Lang, which means that Agent Sheena is in charge. It's possible she may have tampered with some evidence. the piece of evidence that we found, if there's only one thing I do know, it is that someone tried to hide it from us. Okay. Okay, so... Oh, fuck. Whoops. Don't worry. I went too far! Okay. There we go. Bing, bang, bing, bong. Okay. What have we got? So they literally mentioned the knives a few seconds ago in the testimony, so they're out of the question. Knife handle, also counterfeit bills? Bills,
Well, they were
made by Coach, and he was printing them in his office.
That is kind of suspicious, yeah.
Or the ink.
I mean, that's actually... Oh, well, we found that note too, didn't we?
What note? This one here.
Yeah, wasn't that in his office?
Request
and it matches his handwriting.
I guess we could try it. This piece of evidence proves this. Okay, we failed.
Sorry.
That piece of evidence proves the absence of a flaw in my logic and presence. Oh, we've been doing so well. I was mistaken. I'll just continue with my testimony now. Alright, should we try the counterfeit bills?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh! I think that's right.
There we go.
You didn't find anything suspicious at all. I highly doubt that. But I didn't. You can even ask the other men. I don't need to. For I found what you should have found a while ago. Excuse me? In Mr. Cochin's office, there were signs that someone had burned counterfeit bills there.
Oh shit. Warten Sie.
Pointing. She looks like she's about to pounce. That evidence was something you found out through that girl's machine, right?
So what if it was?
That's what I thought. But unfortunately for you, a recreation made by a machine is hardly concrete proof. Among the ashes you found in the room, did you happen to find any counterfeit bills? No. You see?
Let the fire burn
there
green.
was nothing in the office, nothing you can call evidence anyway. Speaking of things that you Interpol agents have missed, I did find one more. Your pompous attitude is unnecessary.
Oh my
All I
god,
require
so
is evidence.
spicy.
I love how before she was like, haha, it's your pompous attitude is funny, and now she's like, fucking stop. Very well.
He's grown into
I'll
a
show her
threat.
the hidden piece of evidence that her and her fellow Interpol agents missed. So, what do we have?
Could it be... Is there a green fire?
Because, yeah, the thing, well, this thing, right? This is what you agents have missed. Hey now, Mr. Prosecutor. Are you trying to smear the good name of Interpol? Okay, I think I got it wrong. Of course
Well...
not. Are you trying to slander Agent Lang, alright? Or are you just presenting unrelated evidence in the hope that it'll fool us? Okay, yeah, we got it. What should we say? Because you're this close to getting a fight with Interpol. Did you even think things through? Okay, jeez. What'd you say to something like that?
It's like, it's wrong because we're going to threaten you.
Yeah, I admit it's not likely that there's something overlooked in the investigation. And it's only thanks to Kay's gadget that we're able to move forward at all.
Was
Which
it the
means
wire and the clock?
Well, what we
Yeah!
couldn't...
They didn't look in the clock.
We couldn't relate it to something, though, is the thing. Hold on. Let's just see
But
what
it
evidence we
mentions an
have.
unusual place. It's got to be the wire.
Hold on. I'm just going to look up the things we actually do have. Wire.
It's definitely the wire.
All right.
You can come to my house and punch me for Edgeworth if I'm wrong.
I'd like you to take a look for this length of wire. Oh, fuck. Okay. Fair enough. And what exactly is... well, what exactly is that supposed to mean? I got so flustered that you were right. A length of wire? What about it? I'm sorry, that was mean.
It was.
I'll tell you what. We found this in the Babley's embassy not so long ago. What? And we found it wound up inside a grandfather clock in Mr. Cochin's office.
You found that at the scene of Mr. Cochin's murder? My fucking wig.
So I think we can all agree now that I cannot trust you when you say that Interpol has thoroughly checked every room, and that this throws doubt on the purity of your investigation into the Yatagarasu. You still suspect me, I see. Alright then, I ask that you point out what part of my investigation is incomplete. The opposite room, right?
Yeah.
The other Interpol
Maybe.
agents worked under the command of Shinnok. And is it not possible that the reason the person K was chasing in the first one was because the person knew there would be no other agents on that floor? Furthermore, we've come to see that Agent Shinnok was only pretending to investigate the Yatagarasu to point of arresting K. In that case, there is... Yeah, okay. Oh, we actually get straight on it. Your team's investigation was incomplete because they failed to inspect this room.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because she wouldn't want them to find
Yeah,
that
because
stuff.
the coat. There was a coat in there.
Yeah.
The location, Agent Shinnok, is of course the room you claimed to have examined. I swear to God, I'm about to stab this bitch.
Not if I stab her first.
I believe the room next to Mr. Cochin's office warrants a thorough inspection. Even if you do that, I doubt you'll find anything of use to you there. I will be the one to decide that. Detective Gumshoe! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On it. I'll be right back after I check out the room next to the office. So many voices. Oh, crikes.
I want to watch the life bleed out of her eyes.
I imagine she's just been seething quietly.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I gotta go to the bathroom. Do you really think that Miss
Now
Sheena
is
is the
not the time.
Yatagarasu?
Yes, if my logic is sound, I believe she is.
Then I'm not gonna let her get away with ruining the name of the Yatagarasu.
But can you prove she's the Yatagarasu is the question.
If Detective Gumshoe can find what I'm hoping he'll find, then I should be able to.
And just what are you hoping he'll find?
Let's just say this. I had Detective Gumshoe do a little experiment for me earlier.
An experiment? As if that detective has the brains for high science.
It wasn't that mentally taxing. It had
I've got the brains for high science, dude.
had him use
Shut up, Larry.
the same escape route as the Yatagarasu.
What did you find out by doing that?
That I've done all the work in this case. First, that it's possible for a person to fit through the revolving door. Second, that by going through the door, his coat was covered in ash and Babbly's ink.
Who cares what his coat was covered in? It's not worth that much anyway.
Ah, but is it really worth so little? I believe that it's actually quite a meaningful result, the value of which I am about to prove.
I found it in the trash.
He's back. Mr. Edgeworth, I found some things you really need to see, sir.
You can see all the ash and ink on my coat.
Oh, so what things have you found? Some makeup, a coat, and a pair of shoes, sir.
And she dips the
Makeup.
perfume in the fountain. You found a coat?
You're right.
You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Maybe it's the one person I was chasing. Maybe it's.
Yes, the possibility does exist. We've established this. Agent Shinnok, were these pieces of evidence not in that room when you examined it? Unfortunately for you, those aren't suspicious items of any sort. They all belong to me. They were getting in the way, so I stored them in the room. Ah,
You lying
Thank you for
sack
bringing-
of shit.
shut up. It saved me a trip. May I have them now? She's just like super.
She doesn't even
mean.
recognize Francisca.
Yeah, she's just completely flanking her. These items that the detective, I mean, she wouldn't. She's grown like.
Yeah.
But these items that the detective brought back are incredibly significant. I request that we be allowed to examine them. They're my personal belongings, so you have no right to touch them without my permission. I wish to examine them for the sake of the investigation. But if you wish to deny us them, Agent Lang, let me hear your opinion on this. I say, let them look at your stuff, Sheena.
Thanks
Lang!
for the backup.
What the hell? Sheena, let's put it all out in the
Oh,
open.
he totally believes she's innocent.
If you're really innocent, then you have nothing to worry
Mm.
about, right?
Mm.
God damn it, this stupid bastard.
She fucking hates him.
I tried to kill him so many times. Alright, go ahead and examine whatever you like. After all, I have nothing to hide. You absolutely do. Good, let us begin. So which, the coat. You gotta examine the coat.
For sure.
We haven't had one of those
Oh, the
in
shoes
ages.
would be a good one, wouldn't they?
Maybe, let's examine the coat. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
mean, it's
sure.
a long coat, but I feel like the shoes could have
That's a sexy,
Piece of
sexy
shit.
coat. It appears
I do
you
love me a
managed
good
to
tailored coat.
strain your coat rather badly. Agent Shinar. Yeah. Yatagarasu that Kay saw was wearing
Present.
a coat. And I'm beginning to wonder, she just gets robot-y every now and again because she's used to it. Wonder if this stain wasn't created when you went through the fireplace. Ha!
Because she's actually a cyborg.
You have it all wrong. That's soot. It probably got on my coat when I was helping the police put out the fire. And what about this dark substance around the hem of your coat? Oh,
It's shit.
I
have
didn't
health
realize
problems.
that the hem was dirty. I'm sure it's just some water mixed with some soot from when I was helping with the fire.
Don't think so. You think you can get away with such a transparent lie?
Yeah, don't lie to us, pal. This is the same pattern of dirt that got on my coat when it was in the fireplace. Your words ring hollow in the absence of evidence, you know. So unless you can prove the dirt on my coat is from the fireplace, which I can. Oh my god! What? Hell! You did a great job, Detective Gumshoe. Huh? Me? What are you talking about? I never do a good job. This coat. This is exactly the piece of evidence I was searching for. I'd been hoping to find this coat that the person Kaysor was wearing. And thanks to you, we proved that going through the fireplace would sully a coat. I don't quite get what you're saying, but I'm happy to praise you, sir.
What a himbo. It's total himbo energy.
All that remains is for us to show the dark substance on the coat hem is. Oh,
It's blood from when
and
I
you
killed
think
him.
you can do that? Of course I can. Shit!
I mean,
Stick him up.
reboot. Hello,
I can.
my name is insert name here. Hello, my name is Sheena and not Callisto you.
Never would be. Presenting the ink. Babyliss ink?
Me
Yes.
llamo Sheena.
This is what will prove the coat went to the fireplace. According to the ambassador, Paleo, he burned some files in the fireplace this morning. You told us about that already, so I don't really see the point of mentioning it again. My point is he spilled some ink on the back wall of the fireplace at the time. Yeah. If the dark substance on this coat turns out to be Babyliss ink, it would prove that you were wearing this coat when this coat went to the wrong fireplace. Yeah.
I think she actually might make that point, like, well, how do you fucking... Oh, because she just said, because I was helping with the fire.
Sorry to have clipped one of your wings, Yatagarasu, but we're not finished yet. But you have no way of proving whether or not this is Babyliss ink on the helm. Oh, but I do, and I intend to show you... Is he going to burn it? That it is ink in a few seconds.
Oh my god,
How?
amazing.
How do you ask? Well, since you don't seem to know, allow me to show you.
With
This will
arson!
prove I will burn the coat. Burn the coat! We can find out whether the Babyliss ink or not by lighting a fire.
Sheena,
That's
do you
That's how
happen
you're
to
going
weigh
to
more than wood?
that it's Babyliss ink? Yes.
Because
If
she's
you...
made of wood.
Yeah, I know. Good.
I
Please
love that
cut
joke.
a section of the dark stained area for me. I'd appreciate it. Because I will show you how, here and now, what the dark substance is. I am loving this, by the way. This is
Oh my
great.
god, same.
Like-
This is so satisfying.
Yeah.
Take that bitch down.
Sheena!
Oh,
Sorry to have to do this, but I'm going to have
He's
to
so
cut it
sweet.
off a bit of your coat. Go ahead, I wasn't planning to wear it anymore anyway. Now then, if someone could loan me a lighter or something.
I knew it!
Oh, I've got some matches. I always play with them when I'm bored. Also, I have these scissors for running.
Stop! Don't! No, you're not allowed these things
Hit me
anymore.
with nickels.
I'm your father now.
It's a pipe bomb.
No! If I could please have one. Okay, we can get this experiment underway.
He sets the whole building on fire. The flame!
It's the same color as the flames white crystal oil produces, which means Babyliss ink is a product of white crystal oil, and when lit, the ink produces a green flame. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn
Shit,
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 it,
shit,
damn it, damn it, damn it. I believe the time has come to clip the Yatagarasu's other wing.
Miss Sheena, you're the fake Yatagarasu. The one who killed my father.
Maybe. What's he gonna do about it? It's about time
For
you
me,
came
it
clean,
was
Agent.
Tuesday.
Agent Shina, or should I say, Callisto, you! Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you're not serious, are you? Do I look like I'm joking? Callisto, you? I've never heard that name before in my life.
Maybe she did actually, like, who knows? That manner of speaking and that attitude. You haven't changed a bit in 7 years.
It's so hot, but I must resist. You want a defense attorney to kill Mr. Faraday and then try to frame me for
I
it.
bet she, like, actually smacked her head or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, really? And you have proof? You insisted I'm Callisto you, but you don't have proof. We have perfume. If you have no proof, then I'm afraid you won't be able to lay a single finger on me. I'm still here. The raven is a very unique bird, one that flies by the darkness of night. However, the light of dawn has arrived, and it will reveal your true ugly form to the world.
Oh my god.
He just faints from being
You
up his
sound
own
like
ass.
father.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sorry. I don't
Enough
know where that
poetry.
came
I want to
from.
see some evidence.
No, I love ravens, corvids. Do you
Yeah.
really have something to prove that she is Callisto you?
I do. It's something that the second Yatagarasu has preserved for us.
Oh,
these
yep.
last 7 years.
Do me the honor, Mr. Edgeworth.
I will
Here's
pay,
that gumshoe gave me.
for we have finally come to the
Oh.
end. Here's the Swiss roll. I got
I
you.
don't see how the perfume specifically, in this case, would. Like, I know it's hers, but, like,
Yeah, it was in
the fountain,
the fountain. Yeah. This perfume.
I guess they can huff her neck. Franziska's like, I volunteer.
I volunteer. This perfume. This will prove that it goes to you. It will.
I don't know
Kay
if we
has
have
preserved
missile.
it perfectly for us. Surely you remember this bottle.
What is it?
This belonged to Miss
Boat
Yu just before she disappeared 7 years ago. Naturally, this means that a few of her fingerprints are on it
Oh,
as well.
duh.
This is this. Oh.
This is that bottle of perfume you spilled, which I have preserved ever fucking since.
Yeah.
I heard from my father, Burn Faraday, that if stored under the right conditions, a fingerprint can be preserved for decades. Bet you didn't think of that, did you? Which means that your fingerprints are still on here. Every
like-
last one.
I do like that.
I
she's-
replaced my skin with silicone.
I do like that she's being caught out by something that she couldn't control. Like
Yeah,
that's like a lot stronger in a villain's case, you know.
yeah.
We can clearly clear up everything if we
Oh,
were
her
to
sweat
compare
smells
them.
like
So,
ambrosia.
now come,
It is
Agent
the
Shinar,
color.
will you submit
I want
yourself
to
to a
drink it.
fingerprint test? Francisca, this is an
Oh,
investigation.
that's awesome,
You need to
Wolfie.
calm down.
Right, I'm so sorry. Mein
Ha,
Gott,
ha,
please me.
Oh my god!
This is unsettling. Oh, she's not quite as hot anymore, Miles. Oh my god. This is so creepy. I love that.
Okay. It looks like you've seen through me yet again.
It is I, Callisto you.
Aha! You're sending the biggest chill down my spine, Edgeworth. Callisto, you.
So you've shown your true face at last. I'm
Yeah.
going to whip it.
My hot face. This feeling of thrill. It's even
Oh my
greater
God.
than time 7 years ago. Sheena, you're... Lang, I really enjoyed our days
Aw.
together. You're an insanely strong, nice, kind-hearted idiot of a man!
Really?
Oh!
mean.
So you were a spy all
Nice
along?
of him.
A mole sent by the smuggling ring. I've been chasing after someone who's been feeding them all this time. Ha! Very good. Maybe you're not as big an idiot as I thought.
She's like flowy.
I want to fucking
Callisto
kick her.
you, the woman who killed my father 7 years ago.
Man, Lang went from we love him because he's hot and dope
He's
to,
a wooby. He's
to,
a
like,
jerk ass wooby.
to like the very very sympathetic very quick.
You're her, aren't you? The fake Yatagarasu.
That's right, Callisto you.
Oh.
That's just one of many names. But even that is just a facade. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
I
my
am
god.
the great thief Yatagarasu. No.
Ooh.
Can you imagine if she was Kay's mom?
Oh my god. That would
Callisto
be
you.
ridiculous.
This time you won't escape, for this is the end of the road for you. Now come along quietly. You know,
Not if my rocket-powered feet have anything to say about it.
you're the one who left
Get
the
it.
strongest impression on me, Kay Faraday. And had you not used the Yatagarasu gadgets, I might have never known who you were. But here you are, being a thorn in my side, just like your father always was.
Don't you talk shit on my dad!
Kay, don't!
You! I'll never forgive you for what you did to my father!
You really are just like him. Mr. Faraday, to possess such laughable nonsense.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's not cool!
Not the
Kay!
shareholder again!
Ah, you let Kay go right now, pal!
You despicable Wolfie! Shut up. Kay's
know,
pretty
and
cute.
I love it. Yeah, I've changed my mind on Kay, like big time.
Let me go! You filthy fucking bitch!
You think I'm a fake, don't you? Well, unfortunately for you, I'm the real Yatagarasu. Oh.
This is so spicy.
But that's impossible! My father was the one who created Little Thief! Actually, I think that might have been what he called his dick.
In hindsight, oh.
Hey, Hedgeworth. The Yatagarasu has 3 legs. Do you know why that is? He's got a penis. We've been through this.
It's not a leg at all!
Why it has 3 legs? Yeah.
There are 3 main reasons. First, the Yatagarasu always knows the exact location. Second,
We
the
know what that
Yatagarasu always knows blah 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 disarm.
No, it can't be. Did you finally figure out? Do you really know the real identity of the Yatagarasu? Real identity of the Yatagarasu is... shit.
Neither, because it's
Both?
Mr. Bad. It's
What?
neither. Let's go with neither.
Sure. The real identity of the Yatagarasu is neither Burn Faraday or Callisto U. But by the same token...
Oh
they are
yeah, it's
also
one of those
both
things.
the real Yatagarasu. Ha! How very perceptive of you.
No way!
A single person known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu never existed.
Mr. Edgeworth! I refuse to believe this! I refuse!
The Yatagarasu is known to have 3 special skills. Skill number 1. The Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. There she
I
is.
believed you, Woofs. Chubb's wife.
She's pretty, okay. And a lawyer who would have the
You're like,
opportunity
oh, she
to
has a
learn
coat
the layout
and a
of
tie.
crime
Oh.
operations. Skill number
Good
2.
night.
The Yatagarasu always knows the exact how to disarm the system, whatever. And a good prosecutor would be well versed in the ways of criminal.
And skill number 3. The Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence or fucking witnesses.
Bam, ba, bam, bam.
Oh.
They were all the Yatagarasu. Okay, I didn't see that coming.
Over, bitch.
Detective Brad?
So spicy.
It was only natural for the Yatagarasu to never leave the evidence behind. Because the lead detective on the case hid it all away.
You're the 3rd member of the Yatagarasu?
You. I've been looking for you for a long time. 7 long years, but I finally got you.
Alright, I'll admit, I'm glad Bad's here.
Me too.
Why, Mr. Bad? Long time no see. What happened to us? We used to be such a great team.
I love that.
If you were such a great team, then why did you kill my father 7 years ago?
Ha! Why, indeed. It was nothing personal, really. He was just another person I had to kill.
How could you say that?
I grow weary of this, and it's about time for everything to come to an end. And this time I won't miss. Stop!
You!
Kay!
Is there a gunshot I didn't hear?
It's over. Not really.
Did he whip out a pistol and shoot her in the fucking
I
head?
think there was one, actually. It's over, Sheena!
Oh, he totally shot her. Oh no, what's going on here?
Your leg!
They
Oh, look at
shot
his
Lang.
pants. Oh, he took the shot.
He took the
Whoa.
shot! He's the best
Dude,
character!
right now,
Agent
I'm
Lang.
not even kidding.
What?
I don't care. I don't care who knows it. Look at him.
He's amazing.
Oh my god, what a babe in his slim fit pants.
You idiot! What were you thinking, jumping in front of my gun like that? What are you risking your life for?
I'm sorry, Detective Bad, but no matter what sort of past she may have had, or even
Aw.
if she is a spy, it doesn't change the fact that she is my subordinate. And as
Oh,
long
and
as
he'll
she
deal with her.
is, I
Oh.
can't allow any harm to come.
Lang, are you gonna turn on
Not even
everyone?
from
You
me.
better not. I mean, he already does.
You really
but, like,
are.
really,
You really are an idiot, you know that?
she's totally flowy.
That's fine with me. You should know by now that this is just how I am. Hey sis,
I'm not your sis.
I want you to conduct a full body search. Sheena might have another
you
weapon on her.
fucking got it.
Dude, That-
oh, I suppose.
that joke could not have ended more perfectly.
Detective Gumshoe, your assistance, please. You hold her. I'll do the
Sure.
pat down.
Why is this going on so long? Oh.
Yes, the evidence is hidden in her bra. Definitely hidden there.
Hey, I found
Oh
something!
my god,
Damn
a
it!
lump. You should get that looked at.
What is this, sir? It looks like the blade of a knife, but it doesn't have a handle.
What happened?
I burped again. This is a great find, detective. Huh? It is, sir? Let's try pairing this blade up with its handle. What do you mean? It's obviously
God's
this.
sake. Is it this one?
I believe that this blade actually belongs to this handle, and that was a murder weapon. Hey, they fit it together perfectly. The blade must have been taken from the crime scene when the knife handles were switched.
Stabby stabby blood.
I'm going to go return this to Barry's knife now. All right. I trust that you'll make sure that it is returned to Ambassador Paleo. Barry's knife handle given to Detective Gumshoe. I believe this makes it perfectly clear who did it, Callisto Yu. For the only time the handles could have been switched is just after Mr. Cochin's murder. Which means that you must have been Mr. Cochin's killer.
Guys, I think they got my femoral artery. Can we please call an ambulance?
Someone call an ambulance!
Mr. Cochin.
You killed Mr. Cochin with
Oh, God.
alabaster knife. Oh, there he
I'm
goes.
so cold.
Switched handles and then took the original blade of the Babalese knife with you. Later, you allowed yourself to be spotted by Kane near the open-air stage. You used the fireplace to lose her, and then you went back to accuse her of murder. Does that about sum it up? Oh, she finally said objection. Like, because it's always
Was
been
it
silent.
voiced?
Yeah, it's always been silent before now. You craft an engaging tale, Edgeworth, but there are two problems with it. Problems? In what respect?
She shoots both of his nuts out.
1 and 2.
Got it! Why do you think my real reason was in allowing her to chase me? Huh. It was also I could capture Kay Faraday.
What?
When I saw you using that device at Gatewaterland, I knew right away that you were Bern Faraday's daughter. I became curious, so I researched a little into your background. That's how I found out that you were on the trail of the Yatagarasu.
That's why you tried to pin Mr. Cochin's murder on me?
Yeah, I knew you would show up at the embassy tonight, so I thought I'd use it on you, but pinning the murder on you wasn't my only goal.
You had another?
That's what
yes.
it's fucking said.
Once I had you under arrest, I had planned to search you and take back the device that rightfully belongs to me, the true Yatagarasu.
It was all over fucking Little Thief? You were gonna take Little Thief away from me?
I mean, I think
Asshole?
it was also, you know, she didn't want to be compromised.
Oh.
7 years ago, it was thanks to that device that Faraday was able to infiltrate this place. But he stole more than he should have. I had a tough time recovering that precious key. And the person who stole the Yatagarasu's key was Mr. Faraday.
That incident 7 years ago. What was the catalyst behind it?
Me
In
too.
the eyes of the smuggling ring, the Yatagarasu was becoming a bit of a problem. It wasn't an especially pleasant arrangement. Then why? Why did you become a member of the Yatagarasu? Why? There's no why. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning. From the beginning? What is that supposed to mean? The person I take orders from hasn't changed, even now, to this day.
Ooh.
Does this mean that the leader of the smuggling ring wasn't Mr. Cochin? And the real ringleader is still out there pulling the strings?
Sequel
Are you-
hook.
Are you Are you done? I think it's actually in this case. They're gonna.
Oh, if it's
Drag
Lang,
it
I'm gonna
out.
be so pissed.
No, I know it won't be Lang. He just took a bullet. Are you done asking what you need to know? Because if so, we should probably get going. I'm bleeding.
Yeah, could we go to the hospital maybe?
I think it's one of the ambassadors. And you're going to tell me everything you did tonight. Do you understand, Sheena?
Maybe it's Mr. Blonde, Mr. Jaundice.
It's either Mr. Jaundice or Mr. Weird Hair. You know,
Mm.
the guy who's kind
The
of
old guy?
Yeah.
Ambassador Alba.
Indeed, Ambassador Alba.
Him squeezed into a blue jumpsuit.
I guess I should
Look,
tell
I get
you
tired and miserable.
then that I was the one who set the Babylese embassy on fire. Sorry, that took me a while to get. And why did you do that? It was supposed to destroy all evidence of the counterfeit bills. That was the smuggling ring. That's what the smuggling was trying to do. But then, why start two fires? Sorry,
Okay, then don't say it was.
but I can't tell you anything about the smuggling ring. It's your job to complete your investigation after all. I've had my fun. Now it's your turn to enjoy the ride.
In the ambulance. Wait! I mean, Miss Sheena!
Yeah, whatever. What do you
Is
want?
this gonna be some split personalities nonsense? When I fell to the floor earlier, these fell at my feet.
What about him?
They're like really cool drumsticks! Look, that's so cool! Well, they're such pretty hair sticks that I thought, well, I should return them to you. In your face, bitch! And she stabs both of her eyes out.
Oh my god. You can have them. They're no use to me anymore. If you don't want them, then just throw them away.
No, I want to keep them.
Suit yourself, you weirdo. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot Edgeworth. What? What?
So, were they just about to walk out, or was she pointing a gun at Lang? Like, what's going on?
Oh, no, Lang disarmed her, and then they,
Oh, I
Took
guess
all
he's
the
like
weapons.
escorting her
Francisca took the weapons, because you did a whole bit about
out.
it.
Oh, okay.
About the second problem I had with your story, I didn't kill anyone tonight. What? I'm not saying that as a sore loser. Think of it as a
Oh
hint,
no.
if you will.
I'm so ready for this to be the end.
No, I was too. It's like, why not we make it more confusing? She's the villain. Why do we don't want to see these other people. They're not important to us. Mr.
No,
Prosecutor.
he did, but-
Maybe Lang will just stick around there. Yes, Agent Lang? Mind my words. I'm not done here. I'll be back.
Am I pale? I feel like I look pale.
I feel very... Oh, I'll swoon into your arms. And he just moves out the way. Clunk. Damn it. And it's got nothing to do with duty or anything. Because this has become my personal
Is
case.
it duty? I'm starting to lose my grip on reality.
I may have been shot, but I'll show you just how dangerous a wounded wolf can be. His anger
my
appears to have negated the sensation of pain in
This
his
is probably going to be a problem for him when he collapses. Okay, bye.
It's finally over, Kay, except it's not.
I
This-
feel like I feel like I peered into her heart a little, you know?
It's finally
I
over,
feel like I
except the
peed
last
into her
few
heart a
bits.
little.
Why would you want to do that?
And it's so cold and dark and incredibly lonely. The person who was giving her all these commands, the one who thought my father was a problem to be removed,
That person is the real ringleader behind the smuggling ring.
I was kind of going into Mickey Mouse there.
Yeah.
Did somebody mention the door to darkness? It's a little Kingdom Hearts joke. Mickey Mouse says that. Can you even believe it?
Mr. Edgeworth, I have a favor to ask. Can you hold on to these hair sticks for me? No, I will take them.
Yeah, Francisca, you can have them.
They're really pretty, just like the ones they were selling for the Jam and Ninja show. But until this case is over, I don't think I can look at them without being overcome.
I understand.
Oh, she's so sad.
There's a bit of soil stuck on the end of these.
That's not soil.
Oh. Oh, I guess it's that time already, huh?
So it's midnight, the dawn of another day.
Hey, Pops, thanks a bunch. You've really done a lot for everyone over the years. All right. Yeah.
God, I feel like there's this weight that's been lifted off my shoulders.
Oh, finally. Finally. He just like turns around audibly and it's just like, finally. Detective Bad, don't tell me today is the day.
It's right, the sun is shining, the tank is clean. With this, I can retire in peace. It was down to the wire, and we almost didn't make it. But we did it. We solved everything.
That's just it.
I can go back to my casket in the ground.
We haven't solved everything just yet. The ringleader of the smuggling ring, you, the Yatagarasu were chasing after.
The legend of that Yatagarasu is now over. Mr. Edgeworth, that bit of logic earlier, it was brilliant.
Oh, thanks.
I feel like I can leave it all in your hands. I'm counting on you.
Is it really true, Uncle Ben? Were you also a part of the Yatagarasu?
We knew he
As
was
I said to
shifty.
you earlier, Kay,
We knew he
I'm
was
truly sorry. I wanted nothing but a peaceful life for you.
Uncle Ben?
Hey, don't take it so seriously. It's all just one big joke, right?
Unfortunately, it isn't, you dumbass.
Oh, I'm just yanking on my
Her
chain.
father died. He was murdered.
Oh. Detective Bad. Wait no longer, you are no longer a detective. Mr. Bad. I'd like to ask you some
You can
questions
still
about
call
the
me
Yatagarasu.
detective.
Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth, here, I shall give these back to you.
He just wants to leave. These are
I was using them
pages
as
from the
tissue
KG8
paper.
incident that the Yatagarasu stole from my office. He stole them. It was him in the
Who,
first
Ben?
case. Yeah, in the first case,
Mm,
the files were stolen. Huh? Wait, what?
I don't remember a thing about the first case.
Mr. Edgeworth, I must apologize for last night.
Oh,
Remember that? was
no.
like 10 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So the Yatagarasu who stole into my room was you, was it? Wait, then that means what? Tell me it's not true. That's too insane for even me to believe.
It's true, even if it's not something you want to hear. The KG8 incident, it was a very emotionally trying case.
Oh, I guess she didn't have a sister.
No, she
I bet
did.
that was
She's
her.
there.
Wait,
She's
but
you.
like, I guess I'm still confused.
We stood in a courtroom, Faraday as the prosecutor, and I as the lead detective.
Oh, maybe she pretended to die. To start a
Yeah,
new
or
life.
something. I don't know.
Then she didn't change her name.
Faraday had evidence in his possession that would prove the defendant guilty. However, because it was stolen, the defendant was found innocent. You was the elder sister, of the victim in the case. When the defendant was pronounced not guilty, she let out a great wail. Ah! Like that. Ah! That's when we realized that there was a limit to what the law could do. The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside of the courts.
That's
That's
good.
what we thought.
That's a good, motivation.
Vigilante justice.
Yeah.
That's how we formed the Yatagarasu and vowed to bring to light any dirty dealings companies had with the ring.
Well, you certainly
But
didn't
we
fucking
just turned to like money laundering and
find
human
out.
trafficking and shit, including companies that dealt with the Amano Group.
Edgeworth is just like, well, I mean, you didn't stop my father's murder, so
Yeah, that was outside of our jurisdiction. Who cares?
that was main game territory. Mr. Amano's conglomerate.
We called ourselves the Yatagarasu and flexed our collective muscle. We exposed all sorts of shady dealings as a warning to the business world as a whole. By doing that, we were able to stop the higher-ups from covering things up. And then it was finally time.
I don't know how I feel about this twist where it's like they had good intentions the whole time.
Well, I mean, you didn't. I'm gonna say, like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident she was just, like, kind of evil the whole
An
time.
asshole.
Like, she was just a cold person in general. Like, I like that
Yeah.
more than her, like, wanting revenge.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's just like, revenge
like,
is so classic as a plot
I don't
point.
know, everyone loves a sympathetic villain, except I think a lot of the time, especially in like the past several years, it's been done a lot. I don't know.
It's
You
just
can give a
nice-
villain depth and still ever be a sociopath
Yeah,
and
it's
an
just
asshole.
nice to see her just be actually terrible.
I do like when, a show will have them be sympathetic, but still have the
Yeah.
heroes be like, you're still a douchebag.
Yeah.
It was then that you literally stabbed us in the heart, and Faraday, he died for it. Him and his beautiful neckerchief.
But why? Wasn't she the sister of the victim in the KG8 incident?
After Faraday's death, I looked into her past. And that's when I found out that she was a phony!
Knew it.
The victim of the KG8 incident, CCU, never existed. Haha! She never had a sister, just like Dimpy said.
Alright. I mean, I said it too, but I wasn't very confident in
Oh,
saying it.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was
No, I
jaying
mean-
myself. Oh,
To be fair, I was kind of like, I
I
mean,
didn't
maybe.
for sure either. I was like, haha, of course, and taking all the credit.
Yeah. What? Then that means.
Sheena wasn't the only fake name she used. Callisto U was another pseudonym. It spells I am Lord Voldemort. From the very beginning, that woman.
Wait, that's a no. Acronym, anagram. I should know what an anagram fucking is of all people.
What?
From the
Callisto
very
U?
beginning, that
For
woman
what?
was a spy sent by the smuggling ring.
For what?
So there's a little series called Kingdom Hearts, and she said it herself. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning.
Could you type it out
There's
for me, Wolfie?
anagram
I
in
haven't
Kingdom
quite
Hearts.
got it.
Yes, like race car or radar.
I don't understand the
So in
name.
Kingdom Hearts, there are like shitloads of anagrams. I learned Roman numerals and anagrams from
No,
Kingdom
but what's
Hearts.
a palindrome? I'm confused.
A palindrome is a word that's spelled
No,
the same forwards
what
and backwards.
in this is a palindrome? I know what a palindrome
It's
is.
not. Wolfie is clarifying what I was saying was a palindrome, which I knew was also incorrect.
Okay, well, this was a massive waste of time.
For fuck's sake! For fuck's sake!
Yeah.
Anyway, let's return to the real topic at hand.
Yeah, it's very true. What did
Right,
Callisto
bad.
use name mean?
Huh?
I want to know what Callisto used name meant.
I don't think it's actually an anagram. I was mistaking what a pseudonym was. It's
Yeah. Alright, well, anyway. Wolfie, what'd
Mr.
say?
Edgeworth, this trump card that we snuck onto the page of this case file, please use it wisely.
Trump card?
Still gorgeous. That photo that we stuck on there, try peeling it off. Behind it slumbers a piece of evidence that Faraday hid away all those years ago.
It's the
Yeah, don't
mark of
tell us,
the
woofs.
Yaskarasu, but why? This is a...
This is a directives card from the big boss. Take a look. In our book, Reading Rainbow.
just passes out in front of them
Cogent had on him at the time of
You having fun?
KG incident 10 years ago.
with all this
no.
lore.
That blood is from the victim of the incident, Miss CCU. It should be really brown, but whatevs.
But why is the card adorned with the mark of the Yatagarasu?
The reason why we called ourselves the Yatagarasu was because of the three-legged raven mark that the smuggling ring's boss used. Apparently, orders from the boss would come on these cards without fail. The person who received the order was supposed to burn it immediately after reading it. And apparently it burns bright fucking green when set ablaze.
Pink.
Oh, so it's Mr. Alba.
So you
I bet it's Mr. Jaundice.
so you mean that the cards were written in Bowley's ink? I think it's Alba.
I bet they're gonna make you think it's Alba, and then it's like the guy who was super incompetent. Winky wink.
Could
The
be.
fact that the card the Cogent was sent made it into Faraday's hand at all is nothing short of a miracle. We decided that whenever we stole anything, we would send the card along with it to the police.
So that's what those white cards are.
Oh.
The great thief that used the mark that only those within the ring would know.
Callisto means butterfly.
It was a message to the ring leader that we were only a few steps behind.
I feel like, wouldn't you want them to not know what you were doing?
And one more thing, Detective Gumshoe.
Yeah, but you gotta release it to
Look
the
at
press.
the use a razor. Just look at you. You're so sloppy. I'm entrusting this to you.
The lollipop.
Put it in your mouth.
Oh, gross.
This is what I was talking about earlier. It's mine and Lang's sex tape. During the KG8
Yeah, no,
incident,
I don't want this.
Faraday had this in his possession. This important, definitive piece of evidence.
I thought it was stolen.
It was the
How do you
evidence,
have
but
it?
accidentally taped over it.
The person who stole it from us 10 years ago was a man by the name of Ernest Amano.
Oh, weird ears,
And he
man.
had it locked and hidden away for all this time.
It's been hidden in his ears.
Ew. Covered in ear smeg.
Yeah.
But we forced him to tell us where it was finally, after the other day's kidnapping case.
Oh, right, I see. This video. What? Don't come any closer, I'm warning you. This is the same video as the one Mr. Portsman was trying to conceal from me.
Yeah, it would seem that even he was caught up in the ring's web.
No way, I
Amano
never...
was preparing.
What?
I mean, I guessed that ages ago.
Amano was preparing to take on the boss someday. And the video was his insurance. That's where that prosecutor comes in. He was to retrieve the video. On top of that, he was apparently instructed to sneak into your office and steal the trump card. You saw it for yourself, right? The card that told him to preserve the evidence.
And the card was not the calling card of Yatagarasu, but rather a directives card from the ringleader to Mr. Portsman.
The two pieces together make for a strong weapon for whoever holds them.
The evidence Mr. Portsman thought to withhold from me, and the one that you stole from my office last night, both pieces are illegal, and for me to use either one is...
Whether you use them or not is up to you.
Isn't it kind of up to the courts?
Yeah, well, they're not in courts yet.
But they will be of help to you when you take on someone who is above the law.
Is the boss one of those who cannot be brought to court that Mr. Faraday spoke of? Take it bad. There is no limit to the law, for it is the people who determine the limits to them.
I wonder if the U part comes into play, like the pun of her name, because I've heard that U is poisonous, so maybe
Oh, maybe, yeah.
maybe that's the deal.
You still insist that even now? You really are something else. I leave the rest in your hands. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, the handcuffs.
I don't want
It's
to see
time to
this.
lock up the last remaining member of the Yatagarasu.
Pops.
I'm not your pops! Don't ever call me pops!
Dorothy's
ever
just
lose
getting
your
weird flashbacks.
Spirit.
Whoa. Yeah, Pops, why is this happening? This isn't justice. What
Like
did I
always
just
told you,
fucking
not
say?
get emotionally involved. Dumbass! Now let's go.
Yeah, sure. Oh, they're off. It's just us. Is this really the end of a legend?
Ooh.
Oh, that went on a bit longer than I was expecting.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, oh, we've got you. It'll wrap up, and then
Can't believe we have
Bad-
one more case.
Bad turns up and he's like, no, there's more to go.
I'm worried that it's not going to be very interesting
No.
when we find out who the baddie actually is.
Well, it's one of two options, and neither of those options are very interesting.
For now, yeah. Well, because like we'd set up you, and she had like a distinct character, and
Absolutely,
cool
yeah.
designs.
Agreed. Like, I really like Callisto as a character. I thought she
Ugh.
was set up really well, and I'm just
Yeah,
like, what's about this last part? It just doesn't feel necessary. Like,
yeah.
it
It could
feels
have been, I
tacked
feel like,
on.
wrapped up here maybe some way, but
yeah, I mean, there's
Whatever.
already 5 cases,
I know. Fuck.
but
This was the 5th case.
yeah, this was the 5th case.
What was the 4th case?
The flashback case.
Oh, you're right. Holy shit! 6 fucking cases.
Well, I mean, 5. And I think this one's just got 2 bits to it.
Okay, gotcha.
That's what I've heard. Like 5A and 5B is what it's referred to
Okay,
usually.
gotcha.
So we've wrapped up all the plots we wanted to wrap up, but like,
Yeah.
I fucking love how whenever Bad's on screen, even though it was cool to see him, come in, it's like he just spouts lore at you, and you're like, oh god.
I know. It's really hard to give exposition with that fucking voice.
Oh yeah, I mean, you didn't know it when you picked it.
I was like, this guy's just gonna be a throwaway character. Send me.
I really liked that last bit though, with all the with you revealing herself. I thought it was
Everything according to Kikaku.
like it was really fun. And Lang, oh god, sweet baby Lang. He was like, please let my
I
belief. Please show me I
know.
can trust you. It's like
Oh, because he loves his people.
he's such a trusting person. He's
He's a
wonderful.
daddy to his men.
And he took a bullet for Kay. He hardly even
I
noticed Kay.
know. Well, actually, he was kind of taking a bullet for Sheena.
Yeah, it was for both. It was for Sheena because he was like, no, she's still someone I knew. And it's like,
Yeah, because now the law can take care of her
Yeah.
or whatever.
but yeah, we'll continue this. We'll finish it probably next week.
Yeah, we'll
God,
fucking see.
yeah, and then OT, I believe,
Oh my god, yeah, that's right. And it's on my computer.
and then we'll do investigations too, probably. At
Yeah.
some point in between those.
Yeah, I feel like we should do the OT and then investigations too.
Yeah, because as much as I did love doing investigations, like it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, there's some spoilers in here.
Yeah, and I want to stop spoiling for the wolves. The
Yeah.
Edgeworth stuff is so great in the first
Oh,
game,
yeah.
and I think you will still appreciate how it unfolds wolves because I think it's a pretty good example of
Oh, absolutely.
how to set up that. But
I mean, there's plenty of
kind
things that are going to
established right
surprise
off
you
the bat.
still. Like,
Yeah.
and there's
Plus, Nick and Maya are really likable.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've missed them so much. Like,
Me
even though
too.
I adore Edgeworth and Francisca, and
Nick.
even Kay, I'm like enjoying now. Like, I really changed my mind on her as time
Yeah,
went
same.
on.
She's I like Maya better still, but Kay
Oh
can
no,
be funny.
yeah. Maya's the best, but like Kay
Wolfie.
is distinct enough.
Yeah. I like Edgeworth more than Phoenix.
Me too.
But Phoenix is still like fun enough.
Yeah.
And he's funny with Maya.
Yeah,
especially.
He's got
because he takes care of her, but also he's kind of snarky towards her.
He's got
which is
some
fun.
great banter with her. Like the banter between Kay and Edgeworth is more like, "What are you doing? I'm gonna go right over here." Okay.
She's kind of like a nut too. She just says weird shit.
Yeah. Honestly, like just having so much Francisca in this has been amazing.
I know,
because,
dude.
like,
she's not even in the first game.
Yeah, well, it's just like imagine when they were designing this, it's like the first thing they were like, well, we got to have her in there because it's just like a no-brainer. Her and Gumshoe, it was like, okay.
If that 20th anniversary thing comes out like it's supposed to, then
I mean,
there better be some reunions.
I mean, I don't. There's no official thing on that. It's just that they're going to release big titles in 2021.
Well, they fucking should.
They should release my idea. Francisca gets framed for murder by her father.
I'd almost rather see her as an established go fuck yourself. I have all this money. Blah blah blah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Dude, how fucked up would it be if she was a murder victim? Can you fucking imagine? I would cry.
No, I would cry too. I've thought about that for a lot of characters. I've been like, imagine if they died.
Yeah. Dude, if Francisca, if they bring her back just to fridge her, I would be so pissed.
I would be pissed too.
Then we get sad Edgeworth.
Yes, that's true.
Spicy.
There was that moment where I was like, oh, maybe Callisto's Kay's mother. And it's like, no, you dumbass.
Maybe Callisto was in the balloon.
But yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
I honestly, I loved how that kind of came together, and now we get to watch it deflate as it goes on.
Yeah, really, like a balloon.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are like, "Oh, investigations, it's not interesting." I'm like, "This is the best!" Like,
I mean, it just has way too much padding.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the carnival case is boring.
Oh my god, that was awful.
And barely achieves much apart from introducing Lang, which is wonderful.
Sweet Lang.
The plane case is fine, but it's just okay. But it has Francisca, so it's cool. See, it's really just saved by the rivals. Oh yeah, not quite, Wolfie. It's 3 hours 52. But no, yeah. There's a lot of padding there, like in the fucking flashback case when it's like, where's this Swiss roll come from? It's
Oh
like,
my god, I know.
and anything that comes out of Bad's mouth, it's just like padding.
Oh god, I know.
Like
Just
he's
exposition.
just exposition. That's what he is. He's like, and now did you hear about this thing and that thing and oh.
Fucking, I did like how in the flashback case we get. I think they make him like they give him some pet the dog moments in the anime, but in the flashback they've got, Papa, will you come to my first trial? And he's like, no fucking promises.
He just leaves. He's just like, no.
No. I'm sure he will.
Like it's kind of understood that that's the case, but it's nice to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the flashback case offered a lot in terms of just like fan service.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm okay with some.
I'm excited because apparently
fan
people
service.
say that the second game is really good, and that
Yeah,
maybe
that's what I've
that
heard.
there's not a lot of padding.
I think Kay is in the second game too.
She is, yeah, she's in the second game. Lang is in one
Francis.
case, so Franciscus is almost definitely in it because how could you not?
Well, fucking shit. I would be so mad if they mostly replace her with Kay, which they will.
I've
But
seen
like, she's so funny.
Yeah, I've seen art of what I think is the prosecutor from that one.
Don't
And
tell me.
they look like I'm not going to say anything about what they look like, but they look just as pompous as Edgeworth in a different way.
Lovely.
But yeah,
Oh, I think Investigations 2 introduces Black Quill.
I don't know which one that is, but I guess we'll find out.
He's got the hawk and he shows up in later games.
We'll work it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame that they don't, mix the characters into the main story after these games, but
Doesn't seem like it.
whatevs. Anyway, yeah. I think we need to end the stream. We're just talking.
I have to go set up a cheese board.
All right.
I'm making a grazing table
We'll see.
upon which to graze.
We'll see y'all for the finale. Probably.
I doubt it.
Maybe. I bet it's going to be like, finally, we're close to the end. To be continued.
Oh my god.
Quote me on that. That's going to happen. But no, hopefully finale. If not, I don't know. We might start the other game as well. We'll work it out.
And I will have the audio.
Yeah. I mean, we'll probably both have the audio. I think it's because it doesn't understand the emulator. I mean, legit.
Could be.
What?
I've looked up like screen sharing and audio on Discord, and it seems like people have problems with it, but I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Either way, we're gonna see what happens here. Get some more Francisca moments. Lang's gonna come back because he said he was gonna. What I really want is
Oh my god.
we're gonna try to get through this little bit, which we know is just gonna be, and then we get that sort of finale moments, probably with all the characters together.
Oh yeah, and then like some sweet credit scenes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm holding out for.
Oh my god, those ones are always the best.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, but yeah.
Okie doke.
Good stream.
Yes.
Long stream. We'll see you guys all next time.
Later, baiters.
Bye.
Bye.